of like, we not losing this game. Like, Steph, I need you to do you, right? I'm gonna get you to rock. We gonna KD had his moments of like, all right, like I'm gonna put this motherfucker away. I thought what Bron did with his downhill attacks late in the game, him just managing the game, right? When he was coming back, game was close. You saw you saw him getting steam, right? The downhill attacks in transition, finishing at the rim. Like you saw Bron, like
no.
so I don't know. And then the moments of him wanting that matchup with Joker. Like he was doing everything he could to try to get guys to rotate so he can take Joker. I don't know. I just saw Bron.
Let's let the guest answer.
What's your take?
I think you made great points, but if you look at Steph had 36, but he also had 8 rebounds. He also had 9 assists. Like he did literally everything. I mean, Bron had a quiet triple double, and he also like managed the game at the end, and he made some loud moments at the end. But if Steph didn't have 17 in the first quarter, they would have been down 20 plus. And I feel like we focused at that last part, that later in the game, but at 4. It was a 4-quarter game, and Steph started it out, and I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't like Bron was just clamping Jokic. I know he took the initiative.
It's Joker though.
But no, for sure. But like I know, and I mean, it's not like I'm saying Bron didn't kill today. Like a big reason why they came back and won too. But I feel like today, Steph, if they didn't have Steph today,
he was cooking today.
Absolutely.
Whether with Bron,
I'm glad you brought Joel.
I know Aaron's over there like.
Yeah, my bad. Technical difficulties or some dumb shit.
When we had this question, Joel was in that part of my answer as well. I'm glad you brought him up because I forgot about Joel as well. Appreciate that because Joel also, if Joel didn't those blocks and challenging Joker at the rim, and if his presence wasn't on that floor either, we lose.
But that's where I put him and Bron on like that 2A 2B level.
And because the one
because obviously they both had big moments. Bron and Joel. But Joel had it later in the game. He had some big time defensive plays, like you said. But Steph was doing it the whole game, even when them like winning or something at the half or something.
Yeah.
Like they were. You should have saw him in the guard. There was a possession. I'm like, telling like my homie like, look how they're guarding him. Like he was backdooring. AD gave him he got a little floater.
My bad, I had technical difficulties.
Like he kind of did it.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Kids done turned off the fucking.
Yeah, 8 rebounds too. That was what it was.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
Playing that shit.
And I was watching it.
Some dumb shit, bro.
You just see
just some dumb shit.
Shots that
I need to move this shit to my room already.
Like watching the game, bro. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get up and plug some shit.
I was like getting chills and shit.
Why did this shit just stop?
It was like damn, like it was that moment of like damn, like, this is what like I'm proud to be an American. Like, you know what I mean? I feel cheesy, like
I ain't gonna lie, I was it was a second, man. My teammate Bogey was hooping, bro. So I was like,
and so my wife is Serbian, right?
Yeah.
And so we're watching the game, and she's like trash talking me.
Oh man.
At this point, I'm trash talking her, like. So it was a fun moment in the house. And so, but like, yeah, bro, I was watching that shit like it was a proud American. It was an American fight right there.
You didn't think you didn't have no animosity, like if they lost, like y'all didn't have me. You didn't have none of that.
I mean that's.
And you supposed to be on that team.
But I did. You know what? But I did like watching that and just the spirit of that of playing for your country. Like I ain't gonna lie, it was like a regret of like, damn, I should have did more to try to make this team. Like I should have, cause I got reached out the second time about, man, you sure you don't want to be on this team? I wouldn't pick when he first go around. So
same shot, just different views.
Yeah, and so I did have regrets. Like, man, I should have been there. Like that's what you want to play for, that moment.
And you would have been even more mad maybe being over there like JT, like.
That I don't get.
The way they got JT.
That I don't get.
What do you think of all the criticism surrounding Steve Kerr? You know, I'm big on like the Twitter world, and it's a lot of people are thinking today was one of the first you know, times where he put the best players on the floor.
Yeah,
like it's not that hard to create a lineup out here, dude. Like, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you kind of think of everything that's surrounding that talk?
No, I mean, I probably don't hear it as much as you do, but I mean, I do hear it as, I mean, people killing Steve Kerr, and today they saying you just let him go out there and hoop like it was AAU again. So, I mean, I think that was a good thing that he let him do that today, and hopefully, when
Everybody
you're coaching
get
the
back.
USA team, you can.
It's a tough job.
I mean,
It's a tough job. Because in the league,
yes and no, bro.
But in the league, you playing 9 guys.
Yeah, but everybody on
Now
the
you
USA
got 12.
team, you should know. Like, if you're on the USA team, you should understand. Like, all right, we all NBA stars. Like, we get it. Like, ain't none of us.
Yeah.
If we sit, it ain't like, you know what I'm saying. But we just gotta sacrifice to win these games and go.
But JT can't be one of them.
But JT, that's what I don't understand that. That's
What?
what.
Yeah. How is JT the
What is it?
That's what I don't
Chip.
understand.
First
Like,
team, was first team all NBA maybe?
He had to be.
I think he was first team all
Yeah. First
Oh,
team.
yeah, sure, for sure. Get to it, man.
Do he play good defense?
For sure.
Do he play better defense than his boy that's on the team, that one that's out there?
Listen, I ain't here to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not here to.
saying,
Yeah, well, to me,
It's
to be
like
fair,
they changed it. I just thought
he
it
has
was
to
different.
play the best defense
No.
with his minutes. You know what I mean? I don't know how much that has to do with dealing with everything, because, you know, that's got to be annoying. You go out there and this is all they're talking about. You sit out the first game. But with the minutes he's had, it's not like he's been.
You talking about JT?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not like he's been out there
It's not the
spectacular.
easiest. People think like, oh, because you're playing with the best in the world. Like,
Right.
it's not the easiest either,
Mhm.
playing on the Olympic team, because there's so many good people and you don't know how to catch a rhythm. Like, it's not as easy as people think. Like, finding rhythm when you're so used to having a ball and creating. You know what I mean? I don't think people understand how it is when you know how to get yourself in the zone, or if you know how to
You got time
change
to
the
kind of
pace
find
of
the
a
rhythm.
game, and you know how to find your rhythm within a
Yeah.
game.
No, it's
And so
in
now
a
it's
short time. Like, y'all with each other, like the teams with each other for a short time.
Exactly.
Serbia, they've been working with each other every summer.
Probably 16, 15 years old. They've been playing with.
I want to know when they win the gold, what they gonna say.
Who?
Everybody about Steve Kerr. When he win it
Can't say
all.
nothing. They won.
Like, when they
Same
go.
thing.
Yeah.
Like,
What about the 3-on-3 stuff? Have you guys, you know, caught up with any of that? I know they didn't do too well.
I ain't seen
My boy
that.
Jimmer just couldn't get it
Yeah,
done.
Jimmer.
Ice Cube called him out. Ice Cube wants the big 3. He offered like $150,000 to the winner of the 3-on-3 Olympics tournament.
I think it was the Netherlands too that won.
That won it, yeah.
See if they take it. Who in the NBA would you guys like to see out there if there was, you know, some prominent NBA players playing on that 3-on-3 team?
Kai for sure.
Oh yeah.
You
Are you
give
talking
him
about
that
who he
much
won?
space,
Yeah. Kai.
Kai for sure.
Well, let me get 3.
Kai. I mean, you need a big, but man, any of them. You put PG, put any of y'all, like put any of the wings, put any Braun, put KD, but who would really play?
Right. That'll be, because I don't think you'll see like I don't think you'll see like a actual all-star guy playing a 3-on-3.
Like, I think a guy like a Nas Reed, like a Jaden McDaniels, like, you know what I'm saying, like those type guys, like who may not make a Olympic team, but you still at the Olympics with 3-on-3, but it's better than if you had Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels with Jimmer. It may have been
Maybe a different story. That is true. That is true. But it is. Could someone put their pride aside to represent the country in that way? That's the question.
That's the thing. Because we don't play
I
3-on-3 every day.
I think people would go do it. I think they would. I bet they.
I think now
Who
there
they
might
ask?
be a reason to, now that we lost. Like,
Yeah.
so now it's a hero story for whoever.
Yeah, true.
It's not,
You know what I mean? It's a hero story now.
True.
So I think now it's like, all right, I'll do it.
28 is definitely.
I get a gold medal. Like, Jesus.
Think
3-on-3.
about
I might do it.
In Atlanta will be.
I know somebody who'll do it. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Friday.
He's he'll try to do something just because he's LeBron. He like go do everything before I go.
3-on-3 champion. Right?
Because you just said it's a story now. Oh, let me go be the first to go do it. Then I go.
LeBron don't gotta do that.
He don't gotta do nothing.
He definitely don't gotta do that.
He ain't gotta play basketball no more.
That's
Pete, do you think that NBA players would take it as a slight to be asked to play on that 3-on-3 team instead of the?
I think, yeah, if it's the guys that met the criteria to play for the Olympic team. Yeah. Like, you're not gonna ask Jaylen Brown to go play the 3-on-3 team, right? But if it's like that group of guys that, like, all right, obviously they know they're not gonna make the Olympic team, but they could represent, like you brought up a Nas Reed, like they could represent the country on this 3-on-3 team. I don't think that should be like a shot or a disrespect. Like, that might ultimately, like, say someone like him, that might catapult his, oh, if he played for a 3-on-3, like, let's give him an Olympic team opportunity.
Yeah, but no, I think for sure. And it being in LA next, after us just losing, I feel like it's definitely a time. There's gonna be some guys like that. Are on the draft team.
Because you gotta run it up, right? Like, we gotta win as many gold medals as we can it being in LA.
For sure.
Like, it's on our home turf. Like, we gotta run it up.
Got to.
Like, we doing it all.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, speaking of the international, we gotta talk about the ice tray chill celebration that the midfielder from Chelsea, Cole Palmer, accused you of stealing. Who did it first?
He accused me of stealing?
He accused you of stealing his celebration.
I never heard he told me that. I mean, respect.
Go ahead, you're good.
Respectfully, I don't know.
Cause where's Chelsea? English? That's in England?
I know I heard he's a pretty good soccer player.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Now,
I've heard the team.
Ever since he started the celebration. Yeah, now too. I didn't know that either. I vividly remember being in my basement with my homie, being like, like just watching games and seeing our favorite players doing that shit, and I was like, we gotta come up with something.
Yeah.
And he was like, shit, you ice tray, you be cold, like shit. And I remember hitting a 3, and like, I don't know if it was a game winner or it was a 3. I did it, and then shit, it just kind of ran with it. I didn't get it from nobody.
Yeah. It's funny because after we have, and I've tried this a couple times, right? Like, I'll be in the house.
What am I doing?
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out shit, make up shit. And I'm like, man, this shit ain't me. Like, so when you did it,
call your homeboy for it so he can help.
When you did it just feel like, all right, that's it?
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, yes and no. I was like, are you sure? Like, I don't know. Like, are you sure it's hard? Do I keep going? Like, do I keep going?
Because it's a free one.
So I think I did it, and then I just seen little kids do it, and then it just, every time I had a big moment where I hit a 3 to the dagger or something, I was doing it, and then it just, in Atlanta, it didn't stick, you know what I'm saying? So.
Speaking of celebrations, man, our boy need help with a celebration because the fans been trying to give me one for years since we've been everywhere. He still don't got a celebration, got a new number now, and all this. If you got yours, can you please help us out, man?
Man.
I think I'm too old for him now.
No, bro, I just thought of one, bro. You P, right?
Yeah.
You hit a 3, bro, just throw your P's up, bro. Podcast P. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I need my copy right now. I'll get promoted.
That's fire. Say know what that is. That's fire.
Look.
You can't go wrong.
I'm gonna send the invoice after the first time.
Podcast P.
I'ma forget though.
Y'all gonna have some leads.
Nah, cause you think I'm bullshitting? Like, I really be like in the house, like trying, like, all right, what is the celebration for me? Like,
We all do, man.
Nothing comes to mind.
It just got
You're
it.
lonely,
Now I feel like if I think of something to try to do it, it's like, all right, I'm trying too hard. It's not natural no more.
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna throw it up there.
You know what that's called, right?
What?
Do you know what it's called?
What is what called?
I'm saying what he just said.
Podcast P.
No.
What is
From the point.
Yeah. From the point.
From the point.
From the point. Shout out from the point, man.
Congratulations, man, on having your first podcast from the point. You know what I'm saying? I did that.
I'm good. I was like, what?
I want to put you in your host chair for this last question because we're going to give you the last question of the day. since you're a new host, man, I want you to just, whatever you feel like asking PG over there.
Ah, man. First, when you gonna come on my podcast?
Hey, whenever you need
Smart
me,
man.
Yeah. Whenever you need me, I got you. Whenever you need me, bro.
Easy. Well, I mean, for me, we in different spaces with the podcast right now. For me, like, obviously, I ain't got no high schoolers or rookies calling me a goat yet, so you're at a different stage. So you more leaned into the podcast stage than I am right now. But I mean, like, how much fun do you have with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much when it comes to this, like, how much is it stress? How much is it fun?
Nah, I hate these two motherfuckers right here. First and foremost, they make the job hard as fuck. It's fun, man, especially because I get to do it with these two. So we do this shit anyways, just shooting shit. We on the game talking shit, like natural, big time. Big time. So this is a natural outing for us right here. You know what I mean? So it makes it easy. I know when people watch this shit and they're like, man, get in the gym. Like, why are you not working on your game? Like, this is a distraction to basketball. Like, honestly, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, because it's an hour and a half, 2 hours out of the day, and we only shoot usually once a week. So it's an easy job. So it's fun, man. Like, for me, I say it all the time, it's therapeutic to talk about the game. And, like, you know, they might bring up some shit that I don't want to talk about, but it's good for me to get it out and air it out. And now it has legs. Cool, I got it off my chest. So, and then in retrospect, other way around. Like, it might be some cool shit that I don't give enough, love, or I don't feed into it enough. And they be like, man, you did this, you did that. So it's cool to reflect and talk about that shit as well. So honestly, it's a journey, man. It's fun. This game is a journey.
That's the best way. That's good.
You got any questions for him about hooping?
A hoop question? Man, when was the first? When did you feel like you had it? When was the first day, like first year that you feel like, okay, yeah, I got in my bag. I feel like I can be a pro with it. No.
Oh,
Even if it was before Fresno. Like,
yeah. You know what it was? It was honestly it was one day in the summer, and this is just when I knew I was crazy about basketball, right? Because leading up to this, I was taller than all the kids, and I knew I was different just by the way I would think about shit. Like, I was the same way as you. I was tall, but I couldn't dribble, so I would spend hours in the garage, like, working on my handles, watching M1. Like, so fast forward to this moment, this is when I knew I was crazy about basketball, and I was crazy about the process of getting better. So, and for people that don't know Palmdale is hot as fuck. It's in the desert, like 100 degrees in the summers. My dumb ass, and where I live, it was like right where a desert was. So I grabbed the backpack, I went to the desert and filled the backpack up with as many big ass rocks I could, right? And at this time, you might be young, you might not know about the jump soles. You know about jump soles?
nah.
That's crazy. You don't know about the jump soles?
I'm young, bro.
Like, you go on your tippy toe.
People would wear them at school for the mountain.
Calves?
Yeah.
So my dumb
I
ass.
see a lot of shit out there.
So I get these rocks, I put the jump soles on, I put the backpack on, and my block from end to end is probably like a good mile. I'm running up and down the street with, like, and I'm probably like 13, 14 years old, but I'm running up and down the street, jump soles on, backpack full of rocks, like, and it's like 100 degrees outside.
Down to win a dunk contest.
Yeah, bro, and I'm like, running up and down, right? And then after that, I couldn't, like, hang on the rim. When you're 13, 14 years old, like, you hanging on the rim is the same thing as you windmilling, right?
Yeah.
So after I did this shit, I go ride my bike to the high school, my high school. High school closed. The gate is probably like from right here to the ground to like where this metal or aluminum shit is, right? That's how high the gate is. So I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna do over this? I managed to climb that shit, right? So I get into the school.
The rock.
With the rocks.
No. I did the rocks. Now I'm feeling bouncy. I just ran up and down, like, you know what I mean? Now I'm like, yeah, I'm bouncy right now. I ride my bike to the school. I get over the fence. I hop in. I'm in the school now. So the gym is, at this time, my school was new, right? So there was no gym built yet. But they had outside baskets. So I'm like, man, and I could never hang on the rim.
But I'm straight on that shit.
Gotta try to get on the rim. So I'm out there just running, like no basketball. Like, basketball ain't even on. I'm just out there just
shot one time.
I finally hang. And that felt like everything to me. And like that's when I knew, like, and I'm by myself. There was no homie with me. I was by myself. And so that's when I knew, like, I'm crazy about basketball. Like, this shit is for me. Yeah. And long story short, like that's when I knew I was like, all right.
Can I ask you, why the rocks?
In my mind, it was I ain't got money for a weight vest. Like,
who told you about, like, put the rocks in your backpack?
It sounded smart as fuck to me. You wear extra weight, you're heavier, so when you take all this shit off, you'll be lighter.
You could have just got a weight and put it in your bag or something. That you, like,
how much money you got?
Your daddy has some old weights around the house.
Your daddy where you going with the weights? Where you going with the weights?
Daddy has
the 20 pounds.
I spent too much money on the weights. So that was when I knew I was like, all right, I'm different. That's tough. So there you have it, man. Hey, Trey, we don't want to take up too much more of your time, bro. We appreciate you stopping for the podcast.
Listen, man, appreciate y'all.
Hell of an episode, bro. Y'all make sure y'all check out From the Point.
My man.
They're gonna build out a room. I think they're gonna build out a room, and then y'all can pod live as the games go on.
Say what now? Say what now? See, that's what I'm talking about.
PJ, got a PJ
That's what I'm
for y'all.
talking about.
Y'all got an office room. They go PJ y'all back and forth from LA to Philly.
Come on.
Perfect.
We gotta pay for our own flights. What are they doing?
They're gonna do it. They're gonna send a plane. They're gonna send a plane.
Yeah.
Boy, that's what I love.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just bring your own tissue.
I know, look. But wait, what did before we get to joking around, I want to ask you though, what did Dr. J say to you against me?
No, Dr. J had a dope intro and like just story, right? So he brought up, how he joined the team. They ended up getting to the championship, lost one. Got to the championship again, lost. Got to the championship again, lost. And he was like, we just can't get over the hump. Then they go ahead and trade for Moses Malone, and they win it. And he was like, that was the missing piece. Moses Malone.
Oh, that's good.
He was like, P.
I'm sold.
He was missing piece.
Wow, that's a story.
I was like, man.
Yeah, Pops was like, done. Where
I signed at, man? Where I signed?
It was like you got
No, but it was, obviously it's a ton of work cut out. Hopefully me and Joel and Tyrese get on the same page early as possible. But it is an opportunity to win and try to get a championship.
You're teaming up with two other all-star caliber players, in Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Tell us a little bit about the conversations that you've had with them thus far.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just a great, collective conversation between the three of us. We having all three going at the same time. I talked with Joel, I talked with Tyrese. And Tyrese, man, one of the most mature kids in the league, one of the most mature kids for his age. He was just like, man, I learned so much. When Big Fella went down, there's a ton of pressure on me. I was able to see different defenses, kind of learn, grow. And, I'm like, man, yeah, whatever I can help with and get you even better, that's what I'm here for. He's a star. We all know he's a star. He's got, number one option capability.
I'm doing
You
dumb
need
shit,
that
bro.
fresh legs, that liveliness that he has. Joel, simple, like, you know, I'm gonna space the floor for you. I'm gonna do this, that. Like, there's so many ways we can play off one another.
Beyond.
And I just, you know, like I said, I've never played with someone so big and dominant like that. You know, just, you know, he's, you know, the best or one of the best centers in the league, bro. Like, that's a beast. You know, baby
That's
Shaq.
the fucking
Again,
ball.
It's a dream come true. Like,
Holy
you know,
shit.
having a star.
I'm not trying to see this shit.
And a star big. You know, that's a crazy dynamic.
Hey, I'm actually curious. Did you have any relationship? I would assume maybe a little bit with Embiid, just because he's been in the All-Star game. But did you have any relationship with Maxey or conversation throughout the season? It was just kind of like it almost feels like going to school for the, like some new school or something like that. And I know you're a veteran and you're going to be able to fit in that locker room because you are a professional. But do you have any relationship with them before this at all?
No, I didn't. You know, and Joel, like we talk every All-Star week. We talk and you know we kind of you know hang out as we're doing the events or if we're taking the pictures before the All-Star game. Like we always found time to kind of hang out and just chop it up. And it was just genuine, like, you know what I mean? He don't know me, I don't know him, but it was just always, you know, something that just brought us to just talking. I'm kind of, you know, I think, like, I feel like we're kind of similar in, like, just being introverted. And so as all-star stuff's going on here, you know, players hanging, talking, like, we kind of just do our own thing, you know what I mean? Keep to ourselves, but then slowly, you know, like, what's up, big fella? Like, you know, what's going on? Where you going after here? What you doing with your fam? Or it's just a natural conversation we have. So yeah, like it wasn't no relationship before, like crazy relationship before between me and him. But it just, you know, having talking to him, he's like, man, regardless of what happened, like you're somebody that like, you know, I look at as a friend. You know, I feel like we're similar people. Like we always got along. Like, you know, I keep to myself, but you a cool dude. I fuck with you. So I was like, you know, yeah, I fuck with you too, big fella.
At the finals, y'all look like y'all was best friends.
Yeah.
Nah, good dude, man. Joel is a good dude. I fuck with Joel.
Well, P, we all know how important it is to be in the NBA to win an NBA championship title. That's like the main goal, no matter what. Yeah, you have all the other accolades. But you're going to Philadelphia, and you're playing with a center who's been there since he got drafted in the NBA, which is Joel Embiid. So I want to know, by you picking Philly, what makes you think they is the title contender? And don't forget, you have to go on a team that plays the right way. Mm-hmm. What is it about this team that you think plays the right way and to be NBA contenders to win that championship?
Yeah, I mean, I think Nick Nurse is you know, as good as he gets as coach.
He done scored 250 much.
He's won at many different levels. I already talked about how good Joel is and Tyrese is, and now you mix me and myself with Gray. I think we have a hell of a starting five. And then we got veteran guys coming off the bench. So we already have a recipe to be a really good team. And then I think, you know, everybody wants to win. I think you have a good mixture of veterans and young guys.
These 2v2 niggas can go to the threes and go for twos.
A really good player out of college. And so it's just a good mixture of everything. People can take shit out of context. Like, duh, I want to win a championship. But playing the right way means a lot as well. Like, you know, you got to Philly or Celtics won a championship because they played the right way. That's what I'm referring to, is playing the right way. Right brand of basketball that fits my game and my play style. So that's what I meant by that. Y'all got too much time on y'all hands. But to clear that up, like, yeah, ultimately winning a championship means the most and the only thing I'm trying to do at this point in my career.
Yeah, I will hope so. Shit.
Like, I don't even know why.
It goes hand in hand.
People trying to dissect everything. Like,
trust me, I know.
Like,
Right.
they got too much time on your hands.
You know, everybody just the other fans that just don't see it. He just going for the money. That's all he doing. He's not going for the money. He's going for a ring.
For a ring.
For a ring. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about none of that. It's for the ring.
You don't want to comment?
Nah, that's all you big
got this dude quiet over here.
Say what you said. Hey.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, and put the world on notice. And for me, to be one of the best basketball players every night. So if you answer when your thirst call, Sprite's for you.
Yeah, well, you know it is for me, then.
I ended it up with him. Honestly, looking forward to being on the floor, being on the wing with him. I think I can help him grow, teach him things. I think he's super talented. We always seem to get into it when we play, but you know, he's one of those players I look forward to competing against. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with KO. Looking forward to getting back on the floor with EG. Haven't played with Drum, but you know, he's a veteran. He's been in the league for a while.
That's your boy.
And I fuck with Drum.
Yeah.
Me and Drum is we boys off the court. So looking forward to playing with Drum. And then, you know, being that mentorship for the young fella that just got drafted, Jared McCain, that's gonna be a fun. To be in his corner and kind of help him with his productivity. I mean everybody, bro. I'm looking forward to, you know, just getting acclimated in Philadelphia and getting on that floor.
Man, AI gonna be at the desk every day.
I don't know about every day.
He might. You know.
He might.
Dr. J said you are the one. So, you know.
Oh, every day is crazy.
I'm surprised why didn't have AI come to the house? Why didn't have AI come to the house?
They probably would have. Yeah. They would have had
AI with Dr. J.
Dr. J is
Dr. J is like, that's different.
I'm just saying.
AI would have been great too, but Dr. J is, I'm sure he just has like an aura.
AI, I fuck with AI. AI that was big on.
You could have asked AI about his little statue.
You did get that.
Why you gotta be little?
I don't know why they give you like
For reference, that's the size of all the championship or all the statues outside of Philly's arena.
AP.
That's the size of all.
You got an opportunity to get one. You got
a statue.
Hey, I mean that's what they were saying. It was somebody so little.
You can't be a casual. You're casual.
I was.
You can't be a casual.
I gotta get out of that.
You gotta be in that casual. You gotta know full context.
You do. I do. I didn't know. That was my first time.
See, that's why I put you on game, because you was gonna have a conversation with somebody else.
You coach me because you were Philly now. Can you coach me?
I got you. So like I said, for reference, everybody got that same size statue.
Okay. Why?
That's just
because they can fit more.
Yeah.
But it has to be a certain reason why. Like they couldn't make a statue big like this Staples Center. Look how big they statues are. Look at a lot of other places.
They're not LA.
Okay, I'm just saying, gotta be some history why. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. And I don't have the context for that. I don't have the context for that.
We'll find out.
Okay, until then, don't check me.
First question. Hey, I know this is
I gotta check you.
You did.
For AI, I gotta check for AI.
I didn't know. You did.
Bill P. Nick Nurse will be guiding the ship in Philly, and I know you talked about the conversation with Steve and Maxie, but have you had any opportunity to sit with your future head coach and have some talks with each other?
Yeah, I actually saw Nick yesterday. We went out and played golf together. Played at the Riviera. Yeah, so we actually got out there, got to chop it up a little bit, play a little golf. Nick's a good dude, man. Good coach. Just cool, like getting it on. You can tell he's a competitor, but he, you know, all around just stand up good dude.
P, do you have any experience with Nick Nurse throughout your career?
I really don't. But it's funny that the game that KO and Nick Nurse kind of went at the refs.
Okay, yep.
Was the game we played.
Oh, that is funny.
So, yeah.
That one, okay.
Yeah, that one. So that was like my real, and I always seen him as a fiery, competitive coach. Like he's always, you can tell he's fiery on the other side. But I've never had any interactions with him. But like, seeing that moment, it was like, all right, yeah, that's who you want to play for that. Like he was fired up.
I don't know what they guard you got up with that. He's like 0 for 2.
You know, it mattered and he cared. And so that's the only real I guess time I've seen him on that level. Was when that happened. But But yeah, it's actually funny that it was against us.
I forgot it was against you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all about to make his name look real good.
So I cost him some money.
For a long time.
Yeah. And he was hot. He was real hot.
Both of them was hot.
Oubre was funny. He was hot.
Yeah.
Oubre was
That's
funny.
the way to put it. That was crazy.
All right, P, I understand you from LA and you just left a team with 3 other players from LA, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook. And we know this had to be a hard decision to make and everything, but we know it's a business out here. So at the end of the day, you have to do this for your family. So I want to know, what was the negotiations like with the Clippers to before and whatever through the discussion let you know that, hey, I'm leaving y'all and I'm going to Philly.
Yeah. Just to put it out there, like, I never wanted to leave LA, right? Initially, I was not trying to leave LA. LA is home. This is where I wanted to finish that. I wanted to work as hard as possible to win one in LA. Like, that was the goal, to be here, to be committed to LA. As it played out, though, like, the first initial deal was, I thought, disrespectful, right? And again, no, in all of this, no hard feelings, no love lost, no, like, it's a business, like you said. The first initial deal was like 2 years, 60. So I'm like, 2 years, 60?
Hey, that's crazy, bro.
That's
Yeah.
That's great.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, no, I'm not signing that. Like, now we're getting into the negotiating. Like, no, I'm not taking that risk. And so they slow, like, they saying this, that, like, you know, we want to be quiet here, we want y'all to be here, and all of this stuff. Like, so then, you know, as we continue to negotiate, as the season goes on, and mind you, this was probably like, this was started before the season started, so this was kind of like, I could be wrong on actual time, but this was maybe like October-ish. When negotiations first started. It was 260. And as we kept going, it was like, you know, they would go up, you know, inches, to where it was like 44, 45, right? But this was like a couple months before we got into 40 something. So I'm still like, nah, I'm not doing that. Then I hear wind of like, what they're gonna give Kawhi. So I'm like, just give me what Kawhi got. Like,
Right.
y'all view us the same. Like, you know, we came here together. We want to finish this shit together. I'll take what Kawhi got. Like, no problem. I was cool with that. Like, and we were still taking less. We were taking less. Kawhi took less. I was like, if Kawhi gonna take less, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna give Kawhi. Like, I'm not gonna, like, it's not about me being paid more than him. Like, I'm gonna take what he got. Y'all give him that, give me that. They didn't want to do that. So this was before the All-Star break. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want, like, don't even have another conversation. Let's just play this year off. Because it was starting to get into, like, my mood. Now I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to have that energy carry over to the team. Because I could see it starting to bleed a little bit to the team where I was just like disconnected. I didn't want to fuck with nobody. Like, I was kind of just, kind of to myself a little bit. So I was like, man, let's just let this shit play out. Let me get to the end of this year and we'll discuss this again. We'll pick up, you know, conversations again. So we do that, right? Season end, I finished healthy. 74 games played. And had one of my most efficient seasons. So now we go into negotiations. Now they bring it to 3 years.
Where we at?
150. So basically around what they gave Kawhi. So a part of me was still like, all right, that's cool. It sucks that it had to get to this point. Like, they couldn't get this figured out last season. Now we have the end of the year, 3 years. So I'm like, all right, like now we're in the ballpark. You know what I mean? Now we can have a conversation. And again, it's still wasn't about the money. Because when I went back to other negotiations at the end of the year, I presented the 3-150 no trade. Because in the meeting, they're like, you know, we want you here long term. You know, when you're retired, we want you to be a Clippers for a lifetime, like all of this stuff. We want you to be here. We want you to be a Clippers your whole career. So I'm like, cool. Give me the 3 years, 150, no trade. Like, no trade. But then I'm not, like, I'm taking less, but at least I know I'm here. Like, I'm committed to y'all, like, they didn't do no trade. So then now, I'm like, all right, well, then it only makes sense for me to do 4 years, 212, right? Like, at least pay me my money. If y'all gonna trade me, y'all can trade me. But at least, like, now I'm not in a situation where I could have before had I just gone to free agency. Take shit for us. I can ship wherever I want. Now I'm on this deal without a one. Right. So they didn't want to do that. So now I was like, now I'm open to entertaining what's out there. And then, I mean, you know, through the negotiations, they wasn't budging. They weren't gonna budge. I wasn't gonna budge. I thought I played well enough for them to, you know, be like, you know what, he's a part of our future. I thought I did that. I thought I earned that. You know, granted, we didn't win while I was there. But luck has a lot to do with that. You know, we couldn't remain healthy as a unit. But I thought I did enough to earn that. They didn't want to do it, so it was just still. We came to a still, and ultimately it was all right. That ship has sailed. At that point, it was like, I love Steve, I love Lawrence, but at that point, it didn't even feel right to come back with that type of energy and be comfortable playing back in LA.
What did Steve say to you?
I mean, you know, it's taking his word. You know what I mean? In that situation, taking his word. Like, no, I don't want to trade you. That's not the reason I want to resign you. Which I get, you know, and I understand, and I don't know. Steve is a good dude, man. You know, I love Steve as an owner, one of the best owners that I've played for. But you know, it's a business. So, you can't take. I won't take nobody's word if they can't put it right. Right.
Yeah. Can't take nobody's word if they ain't right. I like that.
Is it difficult, Pete, for players like yourself? Because as you mentioned all that, I'm curious. It is a business, but you're also treading that line where it can kind of feel like personal. How do you kind of navigate those conversations and remove that emotion kind of out of it, like not taking it personally and understanding that it's business? Because I would guess that can be hard at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah. No, I mean that's why I had to stop the negotiations during the season, because it was personal. That's how y'all view me. You know what I mean? Which is fine. Like, in all of this, that's why it's no love lost, no hard feelings. Like, if that's how y'all view me, fine. That's cool. Now I gotta go somewhere else. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's business. Yeah, it's business. I gotta do what's best for me and my family. If that's how y'all view me and that's where my value is, no hard feelings. Like, I'm gonna go where I'm appreciated.
Yeah, she got that block. And they got it back.
I was torn a little bit because of the I don't know, just the history we had this past 5 years. Shit I was playing through, like injuries and stuff I was playing through. You know, I was everything I had. We had some good ups, we had some downs. But I thought I deserved more than, especially for the first initial. Like the first initial conversation.
It's hard to not take that
personal, bro.
That's I understand negotiations too. You know, it's a business. You've got to maybe start down here and we'll end up here. But that's a pretty low starting point to just throw that on the table and show your cards like that. It's like, okay.
So that was like that part you can't never like overlook. Like that's really how you felt. And so that kind of just was like, what else? But it was tough, bro. It was tough conversations. It was tough conversation. That's why it was so stressful. This whole week and a half was very stressful.
I wish we could help you negotiate one this year. Like, we should have bought our own. First of all, put us in there. And then after that, okay, you know.
It was a great selling though. Like I went and saw the Intuit Dome. Like they walked me through everything, how it's gonna look. Intuit was damn near done. So it was cool to see it kind of firsthand. Everything, facility, the building was crazy.
I went from Baker, Clipper,
Philly.
Oh, they bought too, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Hey.
But I'm embracing the new change. I love the new change.
Philly got my new team.
P, you mentioned how just stressful these last couple of weeks have been for you, going through all your options. How did you manage that stress? Did you do anything different throughout those weeks, or did you talk to anybody? What did you do just for that, your personal peace while you were going through the decision-making process?
Yeah, you know what was helpful? So me, Aaron, YT, we took a little trip down to Cabo ourselves, right, one weekend. And, this was already, the beginning stages of us negotiating with Clifford. And so I was like, you know what? I just need to get away. Go somewhere where we can just, vibe out, play golf, chop it up. The finals at the time, so watch basketball, on a cool, it was just a cool little trip. And that was like the piece I needed going into all the free agency talk. Was just a chance to sit back, kind of evaluate everything, let everything play out, before ultimately it was just like I'm comfortable with the decision. Like I think at that point is when the first time I was comfortable with like, all right, if I'm not in LA, what would that look like? And it was tough though. Like I had to have conversations with Daniela. I had to have conversations with my parents. My parents was like, man, son, go where you appreciate it. Like, don't worry about us. Daniela, the same thing. Like, we'll follow you. Don't worry about us.
It's awesome.
Yeah, which
That's
was
big.
very helpful. The only part that was pulling me back was the kid. That was the only part pulling me back into that situation was the kid. But, ultimately you just gotta make the right decision. What's for the best. And again, people gonna think like, oh, he did it for the money. Like it wasn't initially about the money. Because I was going to take less to stay with why. Less money, less years. I was down to do both. Until. And then now it's like, man, I'm not like, take less for what now?
People probably didn't notice though, Pete. This ain't your first time playing in the Eastern Conference. This is your first time in the East Coast. Because Indiana was made.
Man, Wes, you hit me with that earlier. I bet you fucked up.
Okay, see, you know what I'm saying?
Walk you with a riddle.
I was thinking about where
It was just in the Eastern Conference. That's all.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. Great point. Geography.
How you feel about that though?
No, I mean, it's a change.
You just dropped that nigga without fucked up.
But again, I'm looking forward to it. Wife is from the East Coast. Some of her family is in the East Coast, so we have family around out there as well. It'll be different, starting from initially in the East, to kind of be back to playing those cities and being in rotations with those cities again. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it all. Best Philly. Please, Philly people, in the comments, where's the best Philly cheesesteak? It's only right. I think us three, we gotta bless wherever the best Philly cheesesteak is. Podcast P is coming to the best Philly cheesesteak place in Philly.
And we cover soul.
Jackie, another thing that A1 had shared with us that I didn't even really think about is on the East Coast, the states are so much closer to each other. But even from like a traveling standpoint for Pete, like being in LA, playing all the Western Conference teams, there are longer flights. On the East Coast, he's still traveling, but it's just a couple hours this way, a couple hours that way. It's all kind of
Philly, New York,
Indiana,
Detroit, like 2 hours. Like probably 2 hours. Toronto, Miami's probably 2 hours. sacrificing the weather. Like, you're going to be cold, but the flights are...
I tell you this, the East and the West definitely going to switch now. The West was popping this year, and now look like the East about to be popping.
The West is still popping. The West is crazy.
I'm just saying, the way all these players are over there now going, you know what I'm saying?
It's more, I feel like it's more on the West, though.
You think?
I mean, I'm trying to think the biggest West Coast trade probably be Clay going to Dallas.
KC got who?
Who'd they get?
Caruso and Hartenstein.
I like Caruso.
I like both of them.
I like Caruso.
Hartenstein got paid for it, too. Yeah, sure, he got a nice little contract.
Yeah, I like both of those.
I just want to pray this so they got nothing to do nothing but Lonzo back.
I think there's some excitement on the East now, which is good.
This episode is sponsored by Liquid IV. What event would you guys like?
Man, I only want to see Sha'Carri Richardson, man, run 100-meter dash, man. That's all I want to see, because when she runs towards the tip.
Outside of basketball, which is like the easy answer, I like to watch the swimming. I think it's incredible how fast those guys swim in that water, because I suck at swimming. So swimming to me,
very interesting. As a fellow gold medalist, I got to use my voice on gold, but I love watching track and field as well. With the Summer Olympics in full swing, hydration is key for athletes and fans. Liquid IV is extraordinary hydration for physical endurance, mental clarity, and overall well-being.
A single stick of Liquid IV delivers better hydration than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients. They are #1 powder hydration brand in America.
Liquid IV is easy to use. Just care, pour, and live more. I take the package everywhere I go because it keeps it easy for me to hydrate when I'm traveling. Liquid IV helps you skip overpriced drinks with convenient on-the-go hydration.
Turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code PODCAST at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code PODCAST at liquidiv.com.
See, all I know, did you have any conversations with Kawhi before you made the decision to leave the Clippers? When did you have that conversation and how did it go?
Yeah, absolutely. I owe Kawhi that conversation. I called him up. I was just like, man, listen, I think I'm going to go elsewhere. Conversations with the Clippers didn't go how I wanted to. Kind of broke down how I told you guys how it all played out.
Yeah, I missed the ankle breaker.
And we had that
But I missed the
conversation.
bucket too.
Like, man,
I should have just shot it.
like I got to do what's best. And he understood. He like,
Am I not holding right
get
stick?
your bag. Like, P, go get your bag. I can't even be mad at you. So I thought, and I look at Kawhi as one of my best friends in this league. Somebody that I fuck with. Like, our families, love each other. So it was tough to leave him. Just with, how much I enjoyed being out there with him. That was one of a big decision too. That weighed a lot on me. It was just, damn, I'm leaving my boy. I'm leaving why. But I had to have that conversation with him. We talked, and he gave me his blessing. Of like, man, just
fuck, I ain't made one of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever had the conversation on the podcast, but if you wouldn't mind rewinding a little bit and kind of taking us through the origin story.
I was going to say, I held out 2 ad stops, so I should have gave me something.
Like, what do you remember most about that time?
Yeah, I get flack for this too, right? Like,
See?
people give me shit for this
Ball
too.
know who's supposed to go to.
Right here. Which is
Yeah,
not the case.
but
Again, he had the best to be in that situation. So after Toronto wins, right? Why didn't I text him? Congrats, bro. I think he ended up calling me right after. What you gonna do?
Where they dropped that, though?
What you mean? Like, what you gonna do? Like, you comfortable there? You good there? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I just resigned. Like, yeah, we gonna try to do this shit next year. Like, I hear people trying to get out of there. Let me call you back. That was the initial start of that conversation, and then me and him was just working on how can we make this happen. And I was close to going to Toronto. Like, we were deciding to go to Toronto or the Clippers. Ultimately, the Clippers put something better, a better package together, a better trade package together that sent me to LA. But I was close. I was close to, he was going to re-sign to Toronto, and we was going to go to Toronto. That was the origin and the beginning of that story. And it was just a whirlwind of how it played out.
It seems like yesterday.
It does.
I remember Kawhi getting off that plane, and it was talk about a wild time in the NBA.
It was a whirlwind of how that shit played out. That shit was a lot, figuring out how to get to LA, but we made it happen.
So Pierre, I heard a little birdie during that time that you guys actually met at Drake's house. Is there any truth in that?
Yeah, we linked up. So Drake's crib, he was in Woodland Hills, and at the time I was living in Woodland Hills. So Drake was probably like 5 minutes around the corner from me. So I like, man, pull up, let's chop it up. I pulled up, we chopped it up, what did it look like, how it happened, and if there was even a chance. But that was kind of too, like, after that phone conversation, that was kind of like the next phase of us meeting up and talking that through. But it was a bit of both. It was also too, like, congratulations. This was
pretty fast.
So it was like, it was a congratulation, like, shit, you did it, bro. So it was a lot of that more so than anything.
You mentioned that it could have worked out in Toronto possibly. So I would assume going to Drake's house, was Drake there, and was he kind of pitching to you? Was that a little bit that you were just talking about? Was Drake saying, P, come to P-Dot, Toronto,
Drake actually was out of town. Drake was actually out of town.
What?
Yeah.
He just got people at his house when he's not there? What?
The man just won him a championship, right?
He was celebrating.
So what?
Like, why wouldn't he give him his crib?
It don't matter. It's my crib. You might mess up some shit. I don't care how much money I got. Y'all got my crib, just people all up in my crib?
It's Drake.
Drake.
It's
But
Drake.
damn, that's
You
balling.
don't
That's
care?
awesome.
Like, you just want me a chip. I don't give a damn. Do what you do.
Wasn't even there. How that feel? You in somebody's house that's not even there.
No, I mean, you're like, what? Yeah, I was hyped. Like, oh shit, Drake over there too, cool. I think it's both of them.
Kawhi answered the door. Welcome.
Brizzy
Here. You ugly. Somebody's house that ain't even there. Get your ass off their house.
there. I have been to his crib once, though, where he was. His Toronto crib.
The Toronto crib. How was that?
Crazy. That house is stupid.
Crazy house.
Crazy.
How many rooms?
Subject, but while we're on the subject of Drake, house,
It was crazy.
it's stupid.
Shit you ain't never seen.
Like, he got a club in his shit.
A club inside the crib.
Full court basketball shit is crazy. He got a club in his shit. A big ass indoor pool. He got 2 fucking studios.
2 fucking studios. I mean,
And then his award is
Stacked.
he got so many awards, so many collectibles. Like,
More than anyone.
damn.
Yeah, I just want to make
They not like us.
Chill. No.
Shout out Drizzy, man. Shout out both.
Don't do that.
I'm not a shout out both.
well, people know you done had a lot of good time with me and Dallas in LA, but we know you had a lot of more better times with the Clippers. And I want to know, what do you value most about your time in LA, and what message do you have to say to your Clippers fans as you close this chapter?
I mean, I just think, that run we had when we went to the WCF, was, I mean, obviously the furthest a team went in Clippers history. And I'm not one to dwell on shit that don't mean nothing. Like, we didn't win, so it doesn't mean much. But that moment was the most I felt like a Clipper my whole time. You know what I mean? Like, it was life there. It was energy in it. You know what I mean? It was like, I don't know. It was just like we felt we could beat anybody. That group felt like we was the best team, regardless we lost. Kawhi went down. That hurt us. But if he was healthy, mean, you can say the same thing for the bubble year. Like, and everything is ifs and maybes and woulda, coulda, things like that. But when it comes down to like a belief standpoint, that bubble year, we were rolling before the bubble happened. Bubble happened, and it was anybody's game at that point when we went in the bubble. But that year we felt it. We was coming together, we was connected. We figured out what our identity was, and we was hooping. And then the year Kawhi got hurt, that was like we felt like, we felt like we still had enough. Couple plays here and there, and we possibly beat Phoenix. But, I think that was just the most enjoyable time right there. I thought we played basketball the right way. It was a fun game. It was fun to watch us. We played hard. And that was probably the most connected we were. So that was one of my most
I should just went up. They be trying to hop stuff sometimes.
What's special about this past season with 4 West Coast LA guys playing together. I thought that was awesome to see. I wish we could have did something big and won on a larger scale, because that was a hell of a story to be told if we could have won. But I enjoyed it, man. Again, I wanted to be here. I felt like in a way I was kind of forced to make a decision that was best for me, and played out how it was supposed to, I guess. To the fans, like I just want to say, man, I appreciate the fans here while I was in LA. They held me down. They held the team down. One of the best fan bases. Like, it says a lot when you have such a distinct team like the Lakers. You have won multiple titles, and you still a Clippers fan. You know what I mean? Like, it says a lot about, the fandom behind being a Clipper fan. And so, forever indebted with just the love, the support, the genuineness around me. It was fun. It was fun lacing it up in front of them. I'm sad that I won't go into the new arena with peer elite, like Clippers fans packing that arena out.
I think you're sad too.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, bro. It's bittersweet, and I don't know what reception I get coming back, but I do want to say I appreciate playing in front of the home crowd and embracing that, playing for the city.
Do one more last call for Steve for just tell him we want to just see the arena when y'all come in town.
Y'all want to see?
You still want them tickets?
Dude, I just want to be in that arena.
Jackie's still trying to get them.
I'm a Cali boy. You know what I'm saying?
Would you be on the wall? Like, how the arena has a wall or a standing room only?
Yeah, probably.
You'll be in there?
I'll try that one at least.
But you gotta
just
be
to experience it.
Going crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy anyway.
Jackie would be perfect for that. Kill it.
But before you ask your next question, Dallas, like you over there talking about killing and shit. Look, I need you to clear up quickly your little jokey tweets that you had.
Yeah, I kind of went through the ringer this week. Well, when the news broke, Jackie, and I mentioned this earlier, it's bittersweet. Like, there's one half of me that's super excited that he got a new opportunity, but then there's the other side, selfishly from a friend perspective. We don't get to go golfing no more, games as much. So I had tweeted something out and kind of got into a little bit of friendly banter with one of the fans. And I think it might have came off not so friendly, but I mean, you guys know me. I kind of like to pose a little trash talking. It's just kind of my personality, but I was just having fun, and I should have been more sensitive to how the Clipper Nation felt at that moment. So at the end of the day, I don't want that to overshadow how good the Clippers organization was. We met so many nice fans, staff, and everyone, so just don't want that to get how much fun we had during those last 5 years.
Yeah, I knew it was genuine when, like, this dude called me at like 8:39 in the morning. He's like, I'm sorry, dude.
TD was on me.
He didn't even like explain what happened, like, bro. And you had this look.
That shit ain't
bro,
fucking
I didn't say
weird.
nothing yet first. I answered it,
I
and he
know
was
I
just
had
like,
trying to get ahead of it. You know what I mean? Like, let me just call this over.
He's like, I'm sorry, dude.
You know what I told you? I said, that you would be.
Hey, you did say that. All right, well, thanks, Jackie.
I was like, hey, man, but hey,
but again, it's kind of like, even the whole thing I said with like, I'm gonna ride with my boys at the end of the day, and people,
What was the funniest thing? You were catching heat.
That's not really, that didn't bother me, because I've kind of dealt with that my whole life. I just didn't want anybody to take my words like I had got that from you. And I think most people probably think we talk more about that kind of stuff. But
why the fuck
honestly,
we don't.
I'm just a
I'm happy you clarified. Because, that was like, that's not conversation.
Thank you.
Have,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good that
fuck all y'all. Hold on.
Purely your thoughts on the situation.
And I think it also is a testament to how passionate the Clipper fans are.
This guy.
You know what I mean? They got on me tough.
Dang,
they watch it.
And I think that's a testament. Even though some of the comments were a little harsh, I'll take that. And again, I think I was just a little too soon. It's like a breakup, and then you move on right away. You know what I mean? Like, I probably should have said nothing, and things probably would have gone a different direction.
Yeah, that's no fucking happen.
What did you learn?
That's no fucking happen.
We listened for a minute, some teams. Out of all this, I haven't heard you say, but in the reports, I heard that the Warriors wanted you. And even Draymond Green said on his podcast that they wanted you. They was interested in you. I want to know, how did you feel when you found out that the Warriors wanted your ass? I mean, you going to play with Steph Curry? Come on, that.
Yeah, that was a real thing. Like, that was a real thing. That was close to being done. That deal was close to being done from what I was being, told on the situation. They was expressing like just how much they wanted me there, how I could have fit in perfectly with, Draymond, Steph, Kuminga, like Wiggins. They didn't know how or what, package was going to be there to trade for me. But
was my favorite player still going to be there?
Looney?
Yeah.
Looney was going to be there. And so it was very intriguing. And, it was still an opportunity to stay close to home.
Damn. If the hospital would have been better.
And it was a win-win.
Fuck no.
I think Steph was a unicorn, one-on-one player. And Joel was a unicorn, one-on-one player. So it was kind of like a good situation to be in the middle of. But ultimately, like, the deal didn't go through. I think Clippers didn't want a certain trade deal that Warriors were willing to give. And, it just didn't happen. But it was close. It'd have been dope, man. I was looking forward to it if it happened. It would have been a lot closer. I would have been a lot closer.
I like how I couldn't box him up for shit. He was weak.
I think 13 is good. Oh, Will take 13 everywhere. Damn. He did play for San Fran. That's right.
How you feel, P, being at your age, and you still got these?
That's early as fuck. Oh my god.
Giving this money to you, like,
damn.
This boy got gas. Like, how you feel, man? Because
like
you
still.
I still
that dude. Like,
I still feel like I can play at a high level. Like, I still feel like even when athleticism goes, I still feel like I have enough skill to kind of be productive and do what I need to do, still defend at a high level. Like, I still feel like I can play well past 34, 35, 36, 37 years old. Like, I still feel like I take care of my body, I work hard, I work out.
What?
And I'm in a whole new phase of trying to add even more longevity and switching up my whole diet. So I feel good, bro. Like, they say, oh, you're 34. Like,
this nigga just made a full court shot.
I still feel like I can play at a high level.
What the hell?
Way better than
That's what people like. That's what people don't realize. Joel's a crazy Andrew person. Facts.
Like, you see younger, you see more, like, the game is even more fun to you. Like, like you like a little kid when you around. Like when people know when we around you like a little kid. Your ass will be in a suit or something playing basketball. Sit your ass down. It's over. He out there shooting and shit. It's like
love the game, man.
It's good to see that, and the people see it too. Like they respect you because your game is life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just like let a little gameplay right now.
That was
Roll up. Niggas a story.
That was one of the, and I forgot to bring, like that was one of the pitching points that Philly had. Like we still believe in you well past. Like they're talking about like shit. We hope after this contract you would still want to be in a Sixers jersey, but they like we still feel you can play into your 40s. Like you know that's how much we believe in you. So you got that belief on your side. Like and again I believe that I can still play at a high level for a long time.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that when I look at your injury, and now we fast forward, now you're 34, you just got one of the biggest contracts in the NBA. I think they said only LeBron and Steph have gotten those types of contracts at this age. But would you say that that injury was almost a blessing in disguise? Because if you never got injured, your game did change. You had to evolve. Your game, you weren't attacking the rim as much and trying to dunk on people. And that type of style and play over the years.
Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Allen in at the 3 spot. And on paper, Craig, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game.
Like what would work, what wouldn't work, how teams are playing certain plays or situations. Like I was looking at all that stuff.
Oh, speed this shit up.
So I grew, I think, as a, just from a mental standpoint of just seeing the game differently. But hell no, I wish I never had that.
I wasn't asking if you wish you had it. I'm just saying, do you think that it possibly helped extend your career a little bit because it forced you to approach the game differently? We know that they will.
Yeah.
I'm super happy again.
For granted.
Now here's Paul. Cranes the 3-pointer.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Nurkic setting the pick for Booker. A 3 nailed from 3-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
All against Booker. From deep. Can't get it to fall. He's missed his second after making his first. Allen against Barnes. A drive by Beal. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Paul. Booker no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Yeah, I heard Kev hit me.
Sohan with the ball. Durant's there. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Barnes.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Again, the miss by Paul. Nurkic just screen on Paul. With 3, Booker. The offensive rebound, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Sohan with the ball, defended by Durant. Fader on the way. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Outside, Beal. Let's go. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And coming in as a floor-spacing 2-goal. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Spurs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Awesome to connect with AI. I mean, I think, you know, as far as the biggest pieces there that are around, so I spoke to them.
And the first one drops.
What the city is, what it's like playing for Philly, what it's like being the Sixers. So I want to have that conversation. Shout out to other Philly legend, Jason Kelsey, man. Pretty much high, so shout out to Kelsey brothers in general.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
What's your intro message to the Philly fans?
You know what? I'm a dude and, try to bring the best version of myself. Like, I love that the fans love the whole, messages and he said this and he said that. And we kind of always do accountable. But, I want to be there 100% max effort out of me. I look forward to being in front of that crowd. And what's interesting here in coaches is like, Philly's one of those destinations where, historically, fans are all about this. And, you haven't played something on that scale. And so I'm just looking forward to it. Embracing that, playing for y'all, working as hard as I can, bringing that two-letter player. I ain't won yet. Can't say that I'm a champion yet. I want to be able to come up with a champion. I work hard as hell. Push Big Fella, push Tyrese to be better. Just try to build something, build a championship team.
Philly on 3?
Philly on 3. We doing that? Let's do that. All right, let's go. Gotta go. Philly on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Here's Paul.
That's a wrap on the episode.
Pass to Barnes. All up top, defended by Booker. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Wembanyama finds Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Allen passes to Booker. Back to Allen. Outside, Beal. Open jump shot off the mark.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Nurkic against Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Booker with it. He has 5. Releases from 15. And that's off the glass and in. Booker's got 7 points.
Oh, check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move. Had his man grabbing for air.
Call with the screen for Vassell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Booker dishes to Durant. Floats one. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. And KD the bucket on the assist from Booker.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
I told this story before, but I was blown away by how good in the water he looks like. He's agile in the water, and it fucked me up. Like, see this big knock-ish stuff like he's treading water, and like I promise you, his belly.
First free throw is good. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
The Suns making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guy.
And I'm like, oh, okay, you don't. I'm like, he said, that's how I learned a lot of English. Rap songs and friends. I'm like your homies? And he's like, no, the show friends. And I'm like, okay, all right. So he's like, Moby is like, he's a great guy. Whether he plays, whether he doesn't, he's the same dude on and off the floor. Excuse me. It doesn't matter. He got a positive attitude. You want to have him.
Yeah, he's super personable. Like, almost like knows he's the biggest person.
Yeah.
And like usually those people are like more shy, conservative, like they're so much bigger. But like he embraces that shit. We won't be. Yeah. He's down there. So it comes to me like that's the shit that he does. Like so, the other 12, 13 guys on the team, like you know what I'm saying, like if you're you get it at the end of the game, or you're a rookie, you don't really play a lot. If he's doing that as an NBA veteran, and like you gotta go in there. He keeps everything right out. Talk to me about that feeling. Everything you imagine, what was the emotions like that? Oh my God. I'm not
Pass to Sohan.
You don't think about, for me, I didn't think about.
Outside for Wembanyama. Drills it from outside. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now here's Beal. Back to Booker. Outside Durant. Nurkic setting the pick for Durant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 7.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
To the left side wing. Here's Sohan, guarded by KD. Down low, here's Wembanyama.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Booker the pass to Nurkic. It's deflected. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Ball against Booker. 5 on the clock. Over Sohan. The shot by KD. No good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. On the wing, Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on KD. Johnson, the pass to Sohan. From past the arc. Vassell, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Left side, O'Neal. Here's Nurkic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now, here's Vassell. Nothing on the board.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
KD can't get it to go. San Antonio trailing here. Sohan finds Johnson. Vassell outside. Paul with the screen for Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Outside, KD. Beal the pass to Booker. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Booker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Wembanyama, a screen on Booker. Paul against Booker. Paul passes to Sohan. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
KD can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 5. Johnson in the corner. Sinks that one from the post.
I love whenever Johnson looks to really score inside. Certainly has the touch and the confidence to get it done in there.
Here's Beal. A beautiful reverse layup. Beal's got his second basket of the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Johnson surveying the floor. Wembanyama outside. Shoots over Nurkic. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. O'Neal kicks to Booker. To the paint. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Wembanyama against Durant. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's one of the things Nurkic does so well. Absorb contact and still be in control.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Free throw good, Nurkic. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama. When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Beal against Vassell. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Jones with the bounce pass. Vassell outside. Rebound by Okogie. Suns lead by 5. Outside, Beal. Nurkic setting the pick for Beal. And again, it's the Suns missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen by Collins. Jones drives in. And that one drops for him. Now just a 3-point Suns lead.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Outside, Beal. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns ahead. They're up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Building my way up. Going from here to here with that team. Individual accolades to going to teams and go, oh, well, you got to start over and reprove yourself again to win the championship.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Suns leading by 3. Monte Morris is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Beal from downtown. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Oh, using that picture-perfect form. Beal claps back with the 3.
Morris against Jones. Johnson outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Pass to Okogie, launches a 3. Johnson with the defensive effort. Spurs trail by 6. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. There's a screen by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us. Perfect. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
I see him record. Like, he already know he don't supposed to record. And I said, man, I got this phone now, bro. Do not put the camera on.
And he knocks down the first one. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now, here's Vassell. And the shot goes in.
The more Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Beal against Vassell. Beal the pass to Morris. Fires the three. Johnson with the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Jones. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Barnes down low. Guarded by O'Neal. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Vassell. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Allen kicks to Morris. Pass to Beal. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Agile move by Beal to beat that inside contact.
And timeout is called by Craig Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
At this time, you already have your main this kid's ego is the next up. This kid is
I'm looking at this
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Like you said, really, there nobody.
Booker, he's checked in for Monte Morris. The Spurs also with the sub. Branham's checked in. And San Antonio has possession. It's a 5-point game. Jones, the pass to Collins. Vassell with it. Out to the right wing. Pass to Collins. Vassell against Allen. San Antonio again missing. Suns leading by 5. And Beal kicks to O'Neal. Back to Beal. Now here's Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Spurs trail by 7. Now Jones. 5 points in the game. Branham, good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, O'Neal. Booker looking around. Over Jones. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
So lethal from the mid-range. Booker's just one of those guys that can hit you at all 3 levels.
Allen against Vassell. To the middle. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And finished off by Collins.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Plumlee. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And with the score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
No good on the free throw. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And he sinks the second. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They trail by 3. Jones against Allen. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
And the first one at the line is good. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Releases from 15 and misses it off the right side of the rim. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. There's a screen by Collins. Here's Branham, defended by Durant. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. In comes Durant. Chalk up 2 there. KD's got 9.
You've got to keep Durant out of the lane. Once he gets a step on you, he's scoring.
Here's Branham, defended by Booker. On the wing, Johnson jacks up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker dishes to Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Deal with it. Sohan's there. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long. Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. Okogie's checked in for the Suns. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Paul in for Johnson. And he's good on the second. Spurs trail by 4. Vassell outside. Pass to Branham. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Durant, the pass to Booker. For 3, Okogie. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Branham. Here's Wembanyama. He's guarded by Plumlee. And it's Wembanyama. Hand-to-hand combat inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Here's Beal. He takes it in. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now Vassell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When Vassell pounds it inside, Devin can make things happen.
The Spurs have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The first one falls.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Beal. The Spurs also with the sub. Barnes is checked in. And he can't hit the second. Phoenix leading by 6. Outside Durant, over in the corner, Allen. For 3, Okogie. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Sohan. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Booker. Booker out of a cannon. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Boy, Booker has so many ways to beat you on that offensive end.
Spurs trail by 11. Now here's Paul. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him. Here's Sohan. No good on the 3. Suns leading by 9. Allen dishes to Booker. Booker not to be denied.
Booker showing some power.
For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Barnes passes to Sohan. Wembanyama high post. Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
KD finds Allen. Suns moving the ball around. Okogie, the pass to Durant. Booker, defended by Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Josh Okogie. And so he hits both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Vassell outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Vassell's got 10 points.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
And here's Booker. 20 points for him. Allen's shot is off. It's tipped. Stolen by Allen. Booker outside. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Booker's got 12 now in this quarter.
I guess Booker wants to play with his food before he eats.
Barnes outside. Back to Paul. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Allen with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Booker. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Nurkic. Easy money for Wembanyama. 5 seconds left in the first half of the game. Booker with a deep 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a deficit in the second half. What do you tell your guys?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and we've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Yo, it's funny, I just got back. Hold on, I don't got my headphones on. You're right. Give me a second. Why the fuck you leave? Yo.
And then these niggas finna play for money.
Huh?
These niggas finna play for money.
Oh. It's over with. We got this bitch. What, it's over with or what's going on, man?
Yes, man. But what?
Yep.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through
Yeah,
the
I
game.
just went to go smoke the shit.
Guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half.
Yeah, don't go do it now. I just been shooting shit crazy to don't go do it now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I was just going crazy against the lock too. So it really don't matter if you don't. I got a bag, so it's like I got to step back. I got a euro. I don't know. You gotta really lock me the fuck down, bro.
Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Yeah, I was just confused with Coach Jordan right when I joined. Right when I got back in the house, in my room, and I was oh shit. And he said, "Oh, and he got off. What's going on?"
Leading by 10. On the court for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. And it's Paul in at the point. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
For 3, Booker, and you know who, Devin Booker. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. It's a 13-point game. Here's Sohan, guarded by KD. Booker against Paul, 6 to shoot. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And it falls over the rim and in. Vassell's got 12.
I like what we're seeing from Vassell, playing with a lot of energy and not settling for shots he doesn't really want.
And Booker kicks to KD. With the floater. Smooth floater from KD.
There's that cleverness of Durant, knowing when to go with the little floater.
Pass to Sohan. Ball against Booker. The kick out to Barnes. Wembanyama, a screen on Allen. Barnes can't get it to go.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him.
Bro, he ain't got no crazy-ass defense. That nigga is getting blood.
Just shut up and let him play. Victor... does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the
But
report.
I saw the clip, though. I ain't gonna count.
Harrison Barnes missing on the 3.
That's the ankle breaker.
Durant kicks to Booker.
I was playing with a lot of run dudes. This is just like one game where I was just like into dribbling for a second, and then I broke him. I was like, what the fuck?
Or the 3.
And I saw the clip. This is a shot it.
Rebounded by the Spurs.
And I'm telling you, if they got guards like that, it's GG's, bro.
This is the 3. Suns leading by 15.
That nigga had high steal, but no defense.
17
Broke his
shot
shit.
on the way. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
It just looks
No, that was me.
too easy.
That was me. That was me.
Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
And we've got a timeout
When I
from
went
Greg
in, yeah.
Popovich. This will give him a chance to...
Oh. Oh, yeah, then they said that. Yeah, and I sold that bitch, bro. I had 3 chances. I had the shot, the take, and then I fucked up at the end. I could have gone fake. Shit crazy. Nah, but look, I got another one for you though, look. They be really splashing shit. Me? No, I'm just in the play now. I'm just watching that game.
Potential alteration.
That's what I was doing before I left. But I'm at the load in right now. You got the clips that I sent you? Nah, but you know how I told you I got my VC shit interrupted the other day? I ended up getting like a you know how I was telling you I was getting VC over and over at one point? And then it got interrupted one day. I got ended up getting like a green animation. And then yesterday I was like I'm gonna be back on this shit. The next thing you know I get like I get 500K that I mean not 500K, I get 500 that first day. That's the day I got 250. I mean 2,500. 2,500. That was it. Yep. Back on that. But yeah, I'm telling you, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I'm not gonna be on this shit. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to work. Yeah, yeah. At 3 o'clock, I'm gonna be on that Dragon Ball Z, so I'm going to work tomorrow. I was gonna call off, but I had to realize it's not gonna be on until 3 o'clock. Because if having to pop on like at, yeah, if it was some hours away, then I wouldn't go to work. But it's not, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna work. Hmm?
Welcome back to another episode.
Shouldn't have to worry about when you buy your tickets to your next big event.
Welcome back to another episode.
You in the game or
Welcome
not?
back to another episode of Podcast P, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original. It's your boy PG. Join with me is my guy Dallas Rutherford.
You in the game?
And Jack.
What the fuck? Me? Oh.
this episode, we have not one, but two special guests. Out in Vegas during Summer League, we had a chance to have these two special individuals join us for a big man episode. We have Chet Holmgren and Carl Anthony Towns.
But speaking of special podcasts, fellas, let's talk about how the 76ers front office said that they listened to every episode of Podcast Pete. And it was kind of what, I guess, a recruiting pitch to help get Pete. You know what I'm saying? Is that true?
I mean, yeah, that's what they said. You know, they said they've watched every episode. I mean, I would stamp it because it was some stuff that we said on the pod that they brought up. Just
So
in
me and Dallas helped
conversation. Yeah, helped a little bit. Yeah, I played a part in it, I guess, with them, you know, their decision to bring me over. But I think it was more so them trying to get a feel for me, and I guess getting you know, this is a big, you know, situation. I guess
Right.
This is a big investment, and so I guess they wanted to know a little bit more of who the player is. But yeah, they said they watched all the episodes.
That's dope. They get to show your personality.
I'd be curious if they watched, were they already watching, or when things kind of heated up with the Paul George sweepstakes, did they then just go, oh, we got to watch all these? You know what I mean? Or have they, maybe for a long time, I'd imagine they had a few guys hey, 2024 off season, we're going to be going after A, B, and C, and you were on that list.
And we got to know everything about it.
Maybe. Because watching all of them that's a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours. But you know, the good thing about it is we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on. Plug us real quick, you did.
That is cool.
I don't know though. I don't know. That is a very interesting touch right there. I don't know.
We should have quizzed them.
I should have been all right. So then, episode 38
with Julius Randle. What was his travel team named, and what form of transportation would they take? We could have quizzed them, just put them on their toes a little bit.
No, I do appreciate them doing their
that nigga breathing heavy as shit.
Due diligence and taking time out to watch our pod. That was super.
I know. I'm just looking to see if somebody online I can invite.
Let's talk about the conversations that we had with Chet Holmgren though. It was dope, man. We talked about the popular commercial with SGA.
We talked about their first playoff run with the Thunder, that nice stretch that they had.
The potential rivalry with Wemby.
We touched on that as well.
He did a lot.
And how uncomfortable he was doing that commercial with SGA.
Talked about how he's a Drake fan, but he doesn't like to warm up to the slow stuff. We did talk on that. That's something we should notate.
We talked about just his growth. Where he sees himself.
I enjoyed
Oklahoma. No, he was great.
He was dope. I didn't know he was that damn tall in person.
He's a special talent.
Give me a minute.
Knees was up here sitting there. I was like, damn, his knees like that. He was tall as hell.
Nah, he's tall, man. He got game. I love his game. All right, well, man, we talked enough about it, man, if people want to hear it. We're here, Las Vegas Apparel.
Give me a minute,
special edition Summer League Podcast P episode right here. And we got a special guest joining the episode. One of the newest stars.
Hey, get away from the door. I'm about to go get the shooting
league.
shit down right quick so I can get this coast spot away.
In Oklahoma, Chet Holmgren.
You hear me?
What's up, Chet? What's up, big dog? Good?
Yes, sir.
How's summer been going?
It's been good, man. I'm doing a lot. We got a lot I got to work on.
So, what you pinpoint right now? I got to get better at this shit right here.
I mean, early on, I've always been guarded by bigs, so it's more work on bringing them to the deep water more than posting them up.
It's an honor. I'm Chris Matthews.
Bigger than me, but
what's up?
that was kind of working too well for us this year. So all I see is cross matches now. So just being able to punish smaller matchups.
Well, look, before we start any basketball questions to this dude over here, I got to go in early on you. Because I don't know if you was a single basketball player or what, but I got to talk about you in your commercial with SGA. About the girl wants, about the bunnies. I want to know, how did they even come at y'all with this idea? What was your reaction? And did y'all even know that this commercial was going to be this damn huge?
I don't know which question to start
with. You didn't hear me?
To explain that, we got to go all the way back to the year I was hurt. I did another commercial with AT&T around March Madness too, and there was a bit at the end where I was supposed to be singing in it, And I told him, like, I'm not singing. I don't got a singing voice. That's not who I am. I'm going to look crazy. So they ended up taking me out of that bit. And then fast forward to the next year, you know, my team comes to me with this opportunity. And, like, Shay's already said yes to, you know, the whole singing bit and everything. So, like, I can't be the one to fuck it up and be like, nah, we're not doing this. So I just kind of rolled with it. And then, you know, we get to the set and they give me all the hard lines, the longer lines, and I'm like sitting here fucking it up over and over. And didn't sound great either. I'm not a great singer or anything, but I think the commercial turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, stick to basketball for sure.
I wasn't on the commercial because I could sing. I was on the commercial because I could, you know, put the ball in the hoop, you know?
We got you, but you were singing, so you could have put your effort into that too. That's all I'm saying.
How many takes was it?
You made it count, brother.
See, that's the annoying part, right?
You know how the commercial shoots go. Like, you're there 4 hours, and then when they change the scene, you're just sitting there for 30 minutes waiting for them to move shit around, and then, you know, you fuck up the line, you got to walk all the way back up the steps and walk down and do it again. It was a lot. Yeah, we were there for like 5, 6 hours.
How did you and SGA feel about, you know, all the social media people slamming y'all and telling you know they seeing this commercial too much and all this? How did y'all feel and take that in?
I mean, they hate from the outside, man. You know what I mean? Like we good. We, you know, we making it happen over here. They're hating. You know, I might have got sick of seeing it so much too myself, but you know, when you get to be on national TV and look good doing it, like
as long as you look good, that's all that matters.
Amen.
Now, I want to go ahead and ask this next question, man. I want to take it to the start, the beginning of your whole career. When you first started off in high school, when you had all this hype coming in, even on your way when you was entering all the way to Gonzaga, all the way to the NBA, man, you had this hype. And you still got this hype right now today. I want to know, with you being so young, because you're younger than us, how do you quiet the noise?
I mean, it's not even about quieting it. Like, you just kind of got to operate within it. Because if you understand it really means nothing, like, what somebody says about you isn't going to help you make or make you miss a shot. You know, you still gotta handle your business. You know, I just focus on what I gotta get better at. I don't, you know, sit here and be like, oh, I got another 10,000 Instagram followers. Like, that ain't doing shit for me. You know, I'm all I care about is the hoop shit, honestly.
I like his attitude. I like it. What about, did you see Cooper Flag play against the USA team?
Yeah, I saw some clips.
What did you think about that boy right there, man?
I mean, it's impressive. You know, not only because you can see some of the different skills that he has in his skill set, but also just, you know, understanding the situation. Like, you know, he's 17, hasn't played a college game. He's coming in against, you know, the highest level of basketball players that, you know, is pretty much in the world. So, you know, I respect him for that, and you know, I feel like I can understand where he's coming from. You know, I'm trying to go hoop against the best wherever it might be, and you know, I kind of see that in how he moves.
It's like he's in your same situation, basically.
I mean, everybody who's, you know, come up and gotten to, you know, any point, you know, in the league like that has been in that position, coming up trying to, 1, get there, 2, prove themselves, and 3, get better. So, you know, I think he's going about it the right way.
Do you think we'll ever get like the footage of that? Because they show you know, little pieces of the footage of him playing against it. I wish we could. I wish they could show that.
They stream the thing in its entirety, but it's like kind of one of those bullshit cameras. Like, nobody's watching that shit.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I think it would be interesting to watch. KD said a lot about him. Like, you guys are gonna find out next year.
Just to watch him in the flow, right? Like, because you see highlights and it's like, all right, obviously they're highlights. They're gonna get his makes, but it'd be interesting to see like his misses too. Like, how well is he creating his opportunities, and how good is he getting, you know, space, and how is he defending? Like, it would have been dope to see that part as well.
I like how they showed when he got blocked. When he
got the ball, kicked it out, back cut.
Got the dunk. That was smart.
Yeah,
they showed a nice.
Have y'all played with him yet? Like, worked out with him, I'm saying.
No,
that's what I thought. I just caught on what you was doing.
Nah, I ain't hoop with the young fella yet, but hopefully down the road.
What you take me on doing?
Nah, but I'm.
Oh, they them type of niggas. Hey, let them know when we play. You gotta have high risk, high reward on.
Suffered kind of a crazy foot injury.
I'm just saying.
Regarding LeBron
For the shot.
Pro-Am game in the summer. And before we get to that injury, I want to know what was going through your mind
when you found out, like, okay, I'm about to match up with LeBron James in a summer league?
I mean, it was just kind of what you guys were just talking about with, Cooper Flag going to play at USA. Obviously, USA and I love Jamal Crawford, but there's a difference between USA training camp for the Olympics and, Jamal Crawford's pro-am. But the talent in that game was almost close to, if not at the same level. It was a bunch of all-stars in the game. So, I'm just, trying to hoop. And I think I overdid it that summer, honestly, because I was everywhere. I was in L.A., driving up to, an hour and a half one way to just go play pickup. So, I was doing some crazy shit. And then I think I just overdid it. It's not, I don't think it's, a injury that happened because I overdid it. It was a freak injury that just, can't really control. Sometimes you just take one wrong step, but
is the strikeout shit still going on?
I'm beat from the workouts this week. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get to the strikeout. I ain't gonna lie.
Just ignorance. I texted him 15 minutes
the
later.
Strikeout, we're gonna have to go to that.
Pulling up the hoop, so
in 20 minutes.
Everything happens for a reason too. I wouldn't go back and change it either. I think I got so much better at a lot of different things. The year I was hurt too, and I was able to learn so many things. Obviously I would have rather played, but I think it all worked out how it was supposed to.
Can you walk us through the play? Because you were trying to attempt something that most people in the NBA...
that shit was stupid.
Yeah, it's
it's a pro-am game. We are 45 seconds into the game. We've gone up and down twice.
Yeah. And that's what I remember. It was early when it happened.
Early. And, I had people call me. They're like, why didn't you show up to play? I was like, motherfucker, I just got hurt. I'm downstairs calling my agent. I'm like, something ain't right. And people are like, why didn't you play in the game? And I'm like, shit, I tried, bro. It didn't work out. But I don't even know how it happened. I just stupid shit got in the way of a freight train. Shit happens.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Because I was watching it, I think they put it on live to watch it, and I was watching it, and then it happened. I was damn. I didn't think it was serious at the time. I just thought, all right, this game don't mean shit. Hopefully he's just sitting out, you know what I mean? Just to be like, you know what, I'm a little banged up, but it ain't nothing serious. And then the court was I was hearing that the court was slippery or there's something going on with the court, the slickness or something.
To get into the gym only holds 2,500 people up there. Have you played in?
Yeah, I played his pro-am.
So, the gym only holds 2,500 people.
Right.
The line was 2 miles long.
Yeah, he got something crazy going on
out there. Crazy. They got an NBA team, so
these players coming in,
all these dudes pulling up to play. This is their chance to go see him. And respect to JC too, because he was like, make sure the kids get in here. Make sure the kids get in here. Find the kids in the line. Make sure they get in here.
I thought it would have went out.
And I was that shit go. Back and stuff, but it was over capacity, and then. Nobody would sit down, so we couldn't get the game started, and then it started to get humid and sweaty and hot in there, and then the floor started getting wet. But I didn't get hurt because the floor was wet, So I don't want anybody to think that.
Right. I do want to kind of touch on that because you brought up the sitting out and growing and
that's my guy.
To your game, out of the game.
You just switched
I had a similar approach when I got hurt, and to see the game and the different wins from the sideline. It made me grow, right? Because I couldn't play the game no more, but I was doing little shit from stationary ball handling to stationary shooting to, working on, strength, shooting from a chair, from deep, so it added to my bag while I wasn't able to play. And then mentally, it was just seeing the game differently, watching how cats move, how defenses, load up or, different coverages, schemes. Was that kind of the similar experience for you going, because I know it's a little different. You haven't had the rookie experience to know what the NBA league is, but you still was able to sit from the sideline and kind of get a feel for how the league works.
Yeah, so before I got hurt, I was playing against, as many of the dudes in the league as I could, and I'm thankful I had that before I got hurt because it gave me the confidence to be I know I can do this shit. I just had to I had to figure out how to maximize that time, bro, because you're in Oklahoma City. I love Oklahoma City.
I hate that.
Outside of basketball, there's not too much out there that I'm trying to devote my time to. So, if it was up to me, I'd be at the practice facility all day long. They're telling me go sit my ass down because there's a point, especially in rehab, where you can do too much.
Yeah, right.
And you can go in the wrong direction. Right. So I was trying to figure out every little way I could, try and get better. And early on, especially when I was on the scooter, it was literally just standing on a scooter shooting form.
Pretty much.
Do that as long as I could, and then be in the weight room and do my rehab and everything. But like, the biggest part that helped me, I think, was like being able to sit courtside at every single game and just like watch all these dudes. And so I knew coming in what like a lot of dudes do,
kind of off.
what they try to get to, kind of. And then I was able to watch 82 games of Shea, and like he's kind of broken it down to the science.
That's
how he
early.
Gets to his spots, how he gets to his shots.
Being
able to learn from that, like
shoot it.
It's easy to like watch somebody and break down what they're doing, and then like.
I mean, I can't even blame it on me or you or anything. I mean, I'm still
trying to get a lot of this shit down, but I definitely think like being able to watch it and then go.
This behind the back killed me.
Helped me a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, I was supposed to
fast forward along, you come back healthy.
Yeah.
But during that stretch, like you said, you saw Shea working out, you saw him 82 games, how he operates. Did you see y'all being first in the West? Like, was that the image you saw? Like, when I get back healthy, I see Shea doing this.
I don't need it.
Like, no, I promise.
We're gonna be a force when I come back.
This is not a PR answer or anything, but no, nobody saw that. We were like the youngest team in history at one point or something. We had an average age of like.
Y'all might still be the youngest team in
something like that. I don't know, but hell no. We came into training camp, and I just know like how hard we were getting after it, and we were just all over the place. Like we were getting texts and shit, and training camp scrimmages, like just wild. And coach had to like pull us in and be like, Chet hasn't played a single game in his career, and he's over here. Wilding out to the ref and doing this and doing that, and K-Rich, you're supposed to be a vet on the team. You're getting texts over here, and he's learning from you. He hasn't played a single game yet, and I was just like, as bad as that might be, like it kind of just showed me like
that was there.
Yes, we haven't played a game, but like
that shit took
we really like want this one, and then two, like it kind of showed like how much we kind of ride for each other too, especially when we're playing, and. Then on top of that, once we see the talent, like, and we kind of figured it out early in the season too, like how we all kind of fit together, and then we just kind of rode that through the whole season.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the oxymoron of the league. It's like, so like the example, right? Y'all being young, there's a ton of young teams in the NBA, right? The young teams don't figure that shit out. Like they don't have the experience to know, because you put a young team together, this dude trying to eat, this dude trying to eat. Like they don't know how to all eat together. They all trying to eat on their own.
I mean, I think that's credit to like our organization and people around the team, because I've mentioned this a few different times, but I remember a conversation I had with Coach where he's breaking down and he's explaining he understands that all 17 dudes on the team have their own individual ambitions, goals. They want to be able to take care of their family, get paid, etc. He understands that, and it's his job beyond just the X's and O's to help everybody achieve those things, but still within line of the team and what we're trying to do. And
it's crazy.
He tells you straight up, if I can trust that what you're doing is in the right spirit of what we're trying to do as a team, I'm going to do everything I can to help you reach your ambition. So, like, when you have an organization that understands that, and people in the organization are, like, trying to help you get there,
he reached and he didn't even do nothing.
Kind of put the personal ambitions to the side, especially
because I dribbled, but he didn't.
It is a business, but the organization, even if it's not in OKC, they're gonna do everything they can to make sure it's successful. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of organizations don't have that, and we got dudes in the organization who are able to buy into that. Not everywhere has that.
Yeah, I love that. That's the toughest part to do. To have young guys buy into.
Because like
I guess my hot streak is a little off right now.
It happens to everybody. We could have fallen into that trap. Like everybody trying to prove themselves, and now we're stepping on each other's toes, and then it's just a spiraling effect. But we didn't do that. I don't see us doing that going forward either. We're all about it to the us and trying to win. So
I do want to ask this: like, what you prefer? Because I'm sure the signing, and I think we talked about this a little bit when I saw you in LA. I'm sure the signing of Isaiah.
You prefer the 4 or the 5?
Yeah. Like, what is your primary?
See, I hate this thing where people come in and they'll be like, that's not my game. It's like, motherfucker, your game is what the game tells you your game is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go out there and say that's not my game, and now you're not doing what you need to do to try and win. My game is whatever the game tells me it needs to be, and the game's gonna tell me what I need to work on, and I'm gonna go work on that shit. But I think the addition of Hartenstein is great. I think it opens up more possibilities, you know, to play different styles. Last year, you know, we had a pretty defined style to play. That shit worked, but now we have more possibilities to play styles, and you know, Sam says it all the time.
No, for sure. No, I was just
switching
beyond the back animation.
We're not married to one thing. We're always, you know, trying to find the ceiling of what we can be. So I just think that move is, you know, move in the direction of pushing for, you know.
But we won today. I don't know about
whether I'm out there at the 4 or the 5.
I don't know about how much.
I just think
by how much.
Playing at the 4
by how much
opens up more. You know, perimeter game for me. Not necessarily because
you know how much
last
we're
year
by.
When, you know, I'd be at the 5, but I'm cross matched, and I'm the only screener on the floor. You know, it kind of forces me into. You know, I gotta still be a screener because there's no other screener on the floor. But I got small on me, so they're switching. So it's like the only option is get out early, try to get under, get a you know, pass over the top, either to the rim or, you know, for a catch and finish, or like roll up the switch and post it, which I didn't do enough of last year. I got to establish that more, but I think, you know, playing with another screener on the floor opens up more. Yeah. So we'll find out where it goes. We don't know
I just
how it's gonna look, what it's gonna look like yet, but you know, I'm excited for it either way.
Yeah. And
then no. I'm talking about me and you in a different lobby. Send an invite.
Like, how do y'all feel about
send it to the party? Or just join me to the party.
Man, I was fucking hurt when you
I
know,
feel like walking out.
That Gid isn't gonna be on our team anymore. You know, we all rock with him. That's our dog. It still is. You know, but he's gonna go do great things in Chicago. So we're excited for him, and you know, we're also excited to have AC on our team.
Or you can join me to the party. One of the two.
Defender, you know, he makes shots. You know, he always makes winning plays, makes the right plays, and you know, that's the type of dude you want to play with. You know, like the dude who's gonna go out there and you know, like everything he does is in the right spirit of what you're trying to do as a team, and you know, it's gonna be fun to play with him.
Yeah.
Well, Chet, I appreciate your for the things that you're doing for the kids out there that's watching you. I heard when you was talking about your injury, I just was hearing like literally the hard grind you was doing, like your injury never even happened. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the kids was watching you. So with that said, I want to just ask you, what is your welcome to the NBA moment?
So before I got hurt, I was playing pickup, and you know, I was playing against Jojo, your new teammate, and you know, he kind of came in bullshitting, and like he wasn't like disrespecting me, but he was bullshitting. He was like, you know, I was making shots, and then made a game winner, and then Drew was talking shit to him, and like, you gonna let a rookie, blah, blah, blah. And then he just came out and just fucking like 9 straight buckets. Like this mother, we played 1-on-1 in the middle of a pickup game. Like he put 8 people on the other side of the floor and said you're not allowed to double. So we played 1-on-1 because shit. And
JoJo, you mean Joel?
Like, he's not gonna be able to guard him, baby. When he gets NBA, motherfucker, nobody can guard the motherfucker 1-on-1. That's why you don't see nobody guard the motherfucker 1-on-1. You see double teams every night.
Yeah.
So like that's just lazy take by the actors on ESPN and stuff, but that's for another time. But my welcome to the NBA moment in the game was I got stripped by Drummond, and then he made me fall on the fast break in my first game. I was so salty after game 2, and I got asked about it being my welcome to the NBA moment, and I didn't want to say yes, but like now looking back, it's like shit. Funny now, it's just like, damn, bro,
that's the moment.
Yeah, but it's funny.
It happens, dog. Like it happens.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there. I've had my bad moments, my low moments to get crossed.
You still getting them.
You still are gonna get it. Like that's not gonna be your lowest point.
15 years is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna be your lowest point. Like that shit is.
You just gotta make sure that you know you got some good highlights too, not just
You had mentioned earlier during that year that you got to watch SGA, and it was one thing, you know, learning from him and then trying to implement it. But I would assume that during that year, you were really focused on, you know, almost envisioning where you would fit in, playing alongside him. And so I want to ask you, was there a big learning curve when it came to learning how to play alongside of him when you did return to the team?
I'd say it was more of a learning curve of just learning how to play in the NBA. And then, like, after every game, like, the next day I would go and watch film with my coach in his office. Just kind of, like, get the shit right. Because, like, early on, and it's not like it's not like college. You don't have 3 months of training camp, right? Like, it's a week-long training camp, and you do preseason, and then you play. So it's like, your practices are the games, basically. So I was just trying to get that shit right game to game. I was just watching film with coach and stuff, but it's easier to play with Shea. Like, half the time you just sit there and watch it, this motherfucker just makes shit. Yeah, it's easy to play with.
And you had talked about how SGA was too humble to say that he was the MVP.
Way too humble, but like, I feel like that's part of like the aura, man. Like, just he's like, you know, too cool to like boost himself up, and it almost like feeds into the aura, I guess.
I think he should have demanded that, like, nah, I'm because he was my choice.
Yeah, I mean, he's my choice.
Excuse you, nigga.
But at the same time,
yeah, he ain't that shit.
I'm not gonna try and sit here and say
yeah,
he should
miscommunication like it is.
Like his MVP race, but he's very deserving to win it.
Yeah.
Obviously he's gonna win it, but if I was a better man, I'd win the MVP or something.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Money with you.
What do you think makes him different? Because we have a lot of superstars in the league. What makes his game so different than everyone else's?
He just moves in like a way that most people's body just can't move. Like the way he's able to, like, he just like slithers off of people. It's like you try to jam him and he just kind of like opens up and then just slides off.
Ooh, this shit double clutched up.
So it's
No,
like,
I should have double clutched up. That's how that was.
You know, as many people as you can put in the way, you just got to do that and hope it works.
Who did we have on that said, like, one of his moves, he said he was, like, dribbling backwards, but he was moving forward?
That was Trey.
I wish I could see, like, I was trying to find that actual.
I think the clip that they were talking about, and he, like, backpedaled and then, like, took off. Like, all in one motion. It was like, I don't even know.
He's easily one of my favorite players, just because, like, people give me this, you know, name of being smooth on the court, and that's Shea. Like, Shea is probably the smoothest player in the league right now.
Give me that.
Like you said, like, anything you do, he got a counter for. He has a way of contorting his body, like, you know, he knows how to, like, get this small little turn to get by you, and it's just an unorthodox. Like, if you compare him to a boxer, it's just, like, hard to get a read on him, because, like, his style is just so different. You know what I mean?
And like, you can say it's smooth, but I think it's more herky-jerky than smooth.
It's very herky-jerky. That's what throws people off.
And then he makes shots. Like, everybody says his middies are bad shots. Like, when you shoot 55%.
Yeah, right.
And then you gotta think about it. He shoots 90 at the line, and when you leave your feet, you get to the line. So he's getting extra 8 points off those middies. Just shoot free throws, but he's leaving your feet.
Yeah, he can take the ball.
These are great shots.
You got that strong yellow.
He's tough.
He's different.
He's tough.
He's different. Another matchup that everyone was looking forward to was obviously you versus Wemby, because everyone knew the move was going to be between you two.
I'm taking dumb takes.
I'm curious
I ain't gonna
get
cap to you.
And were you looking at that matchup kind of like everyone else was?
Chill the fuck out.
Like everyone else was. I don't want to like go into any matchup and try to make it about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's about trying to win the basketball game, and you know I don't want to fall into the trap of turning something into like a one-on-one game. Obviously, there's a lot of competitive juice anytime you're going up against a really good player. So, you know, you can definitely kind of sense that before the game. You know that you know you really got to bring it for that game, but. You know, I wasn't kind of changing the whole game plan.
Yeah, I thought you was about to dude. I was trying to slow down.
On the schedule.
Got it. And 2 follow-up questions. I want to know if you think that you were the Rookie of the Year? And then I also want to ask, because you're involved with it, just kind of that argument about how you had a season that you didn't play, like it's your second year, he was a true rookie. You know, we've actually talked about that on the show, but you experienced it firsthand. I'm curious your thoughts on that side of the coin.
As far as the rookie versus not a rookie thing, all the people saying that have never fucking played an NBA basketball game. If you've never played,
Screen coming!
Rookie of the Year thing.
It's not distracting and shit. Fuck.
Wemby had a great season. Obviously, he was Rookie of the Year. Very deserving of that in his own right. And, to sit here and say, I should have been, shouldn't have been, I don't even want to get into that because I don't even know what the criteria is for that award. Same thing with MVP. Shea should have been MVP. Giannis should have been MVP. What's the criteria? It changes based on, it changes every single year. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm kind of focused on what I got to get better on.
Did you learn anything from him? Because I would imagine, just with kind of your frame and your kind of build, like having another guy that kind of has that similar build. Like, were you able to pick up anything? Like, man, like he's another guy that's built like me. I might be able to go.
I'm starting to play horrible
I
now.
think you learn more from playing against.
That's just crazy. I'm starting to play horrible now.
So, I learned.
It's crazy. I'm starting to play horrible now.
Matchup that I play against, he's no different. Oh, he is different. Motherfucker 7'5".
Oh.
Some things that
not really.
somebody that's 6'9" doesn't work.
Shit, I'm gonna get off work at like
kind of understand that and then,
after lunch, really.
Just know how to make plays. Kind of within.
Oh no, I mean I'm trying to have my my best games. You feel me? That was my thought process.
What energy?
And probably when I get off work, I'm gonna try to make like a little collection, collage, mixtape, my clips on here.
One of y'all made a layup on somebody, and it was just like smoke from there. Like,
I would just say us being competitors. We played against each other before we were in the NBA.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Like during,
it was way. This was a lead up.
Like people would be like, y'all got beef? I'm like, beef?
Yeah.
Like we're out there competing, but beef means like when I see you like
right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, why
y'all don't hate each other, but y'all.
I got beef with him. I honestly don't even know the guy. Like, we just play basketball against each other. But it's always great to compete, and as competitors, neither of us want to lose, and neither of us want to like just let the other person, get a bucket or anything. So we're always going to compete, and if people take it as we got beef, those people don't really understand, competing, I guess.
I want to congratulate you on the successful year that you did have, becoming the first player, 150 total blocks.
I'm trying to do shout out now.
And 100 3-pointers in a single season.
Yeah, now I'm about to.
What's the biggest challenge you faced when it came to adjusting to the NBA?
I'd say the hardest thing is
to
work on things and get better at things in season. Because one, you're playing so many games.
This point just sent me an invite from the party.
Like
you walked in?
Physical energy or ability, I guess, to like really go and rep things game speed, and that when you're not
in the squad, my bad.
That goes for individual skills as well as team skills. Like we put in plays, and the first time we're really seeing it like game speed is like second quarter of an actual game. You know what I mean? So just having an understanding of how long the season is, and like continuing to get better throughout the season, and understand like it's okay to fuck up, because like this is game 37 on a Tuesday night, but this is basically like practice for us. Like we got to work on our shit and get better for.
I forgot I had NCAA.
April and May. So it's
I
definitely.
I forgot I had NCAA. You usually brought that shit up.
We got like 3 days between games. We're game prepping one team for 3 days. We're working on one thing, and those practices are like 3 hours.
Me?
NBA, I work for like an hour.
Right. Max. Yeah.
Unless you're in New York.
Yeah, facts.
They be going.
Facts. So not only did you play 82 games this past season, you experienced your first taste of playoff basketball as well. So winning 57 games in the regular season, then finishing first in the division. What was that like? Because I know you heard all the talks, being a rook, everybody hear the talks of like, yo, regular season and playoffs is two different, like that's a whole different game. Like, so I know you heard that talk going into
honestly, the playoffs didn't feel that much different than the regular season because after All-Star break, the refs kind of let you.
Yeah, they was gearing up for the playoffs.
And there are certain refs where they'll go like this and then they'll just like pull their hand back down, like they're about to call a foul. They're pump faking the foul call. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck does that work? But like, as long as it's even both ways, I don't care how you call. You can call no fouls the whole game, as long as it's even both ways. And I feel like they did a great job of that, and that kind of got not only us but like everybody prepared for the playoffs. And the only difference in the playoffs is there's less travel, there's more time between games. The other team knows what you're doing a lot better because like you're playing 3 games in 4 days, like you're basically out there playing pickup. But in the playoffs, you're playing the same team up to 7 times in a row, so like they know your plays, they what I mean.
They know personnel.
Yeah. So that was the only difference that I really noticed. It wasn't like the
playoffs
are more physical. It's like not really. The
I'm just changing my badges real quick.
A slower pace, only if you let it be. You know what I mean? So it wasn't too different for me.
Oh, it's basically the same shot, just somebody else added to it.
They have such a good crowd. Do you think that played a factor into it kind of feeling the same, just because of?
Okay, that shit did not feel the same.
Oh,
so the playoff atmosphere.
It was even up more.
Oh, it's different.
I was giving a compliment out there. Yeah, he knows.
It's different.
Insane.
Playoff basketball. Regular season basketball is different in Oklahoma.
Yeah, regular season is still lit. Like all the games were sold out. The fans are really into it, cheering loud. Like shout out our fans. I love our fans. But then the playoffs, you get the same color shirts and all that. You know what I mean? And then as soon as you come out for pregame, like the pregame playlist is all like hype songs. Like in season, we're listening to like sad Drake songs and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get ready for a game.
Well, you don't like? Do you like Drake?
I fuck with his music.
Okay. It's a personal thing.
No, I'm just saying, but like before,
I get what you're saying.
A game, I'm not trying to be like this.
Put the tea in the kettle and light it. Like you're not trying to listen to
Speaking of his first playoff, what was your first playoff?
Mine was against, and I was nervous. I don't know how you weren't nervous. I was nervous as hell.
I was definitely nervous, but like our first game we were at home and we had the crowd, so like it was lit. I was just feeding on the crowd.
So my first playoff,
you got a problem,
Chicago, right? And that's the year he rose just my MVP.
You got a problem.
And my matchup is to go guard D Rose, and so I'm already playing out of I'm guarding out of position. Right, this dude is.
So I got this question. As a big man who plays a whole lot of drop coverage, I get to conserve some energy. When you're chasing these little motherfuckers around screens and shit, is it harder than go
if you're that far?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what people don't understand.
If you're that far, you might as well.
Lou and all you motherfuckers chase dudes around screens all game. Lou's different, by the way. I don't know how he does that, but I couldn't do that and then go play offense.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting. So imagine you got to guard so what we did, right? Like imagine you got to guard Kyrie, and you chasing him around. You gotta get over screens. You gotta deal with 20 counters, pit pat side to side. You get a stop or whatever, right? Then you gotta run down, and then your play call is a pin down. So you gas.
That's the same thing, other side.
You gas, and you like, damn. Now you look at the person that's guarding you, you like, shit, this motherfucker about to, I gotta push him off.
Who's guarding you was standing in the corner.
Conserving all the energy. So So now I'm, and it was easier for me as a rookie in that point because I wasn't no offensive threat at all. So I was guarding, and then I would go stand my ass in the corner on offense. So my energy was being conserved on the offensive end. But to guard D Rose, who was people don't understand how good he was. I mean, I'm sure you saw the clips and highlights, but this generation is starting to forget of just how special D Rose was. Bro, he was one of the toughest covers ever. He probably finished with 30-something, averaging 30-something, 35, 36 in that series. But I felt like I played excellent defense on him.
Yeah.
But yet he still had 36.
I mean, that's how the league go, though, bro. He's not shutting nobody out. It's just like, can you make him get 30 on 25 shots instead of 18?
Right,
basically.
right. That's a win. That's how you got to look at your wins.
Or just don't let him get shots of a general. Like, that's...
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, but, like, that's what we tried to do in the Dallas series. Like, we weren't even trying to fuck around with Kyrie. We were just like, you're going to see 4 people in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're making you pass the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're not even going to try and make you shoot inefficient. We're just not even going to let you shoot the ball.
Yeah. I remember it was a play specifically. This is when I knew he was like, he different. I was guarding him up top, right? Me and him.
D-Rose or
D-Rose.
D-Rose.
I'm guarding him up top of the key. Get there. Right? Me and him on isolation. But I can feel...
You know he's going to the cup.
I know he's going to the cup. So I'm like, I'm giving him distance. So it's not like I'm pressing up. Like, I'm giving him a distance. But I hear, like, steps coming up from behind, like, for a backstreet. So I, like, did this to, like, you know what I mean, see...
Yeah, my bad. I should be sending screens for you.
In Chicago, so, like, I can't hear,
that thought.
like, you know, drop, or left.
Yeah.
So I, like, went like this to look.
And he went the other way.
And then I looked back this way, bro. I swear to God, like, all I saw was, like, his heels. Like, as soon as I went back, and I just saw heels.
Damn, that left foot.
God, like, this shit is fast.
I should have just passed it regular.
This motherfucker is quick. And then from that point on,
Get
it
out
was
of
just
here.
like, all right, like, I'm going to just have to get
Even though it is some hours away. Literally.
I can't look and then expect it.
Oh, shit.
That's tough trying to gap him and then press up and get over a screen.
Yeah, exactly. Because in our, like, especially back then, it was drops. It wasn't
what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, no coverage was up. There was no switches. Like, but the league was different because they allowed you to be physical on the ball, so you can fight over screens. Now dudes is crafty. They jump into you.
Like this,
They weren't calling that shit back then. Like, you can get into them, push motherfuckers over screens.
Which do you like more? Because I
like that way better. Like, because that's it, you give the defender
honestly,
a chance.
It was more fun after All-Star break. It was more fun playing that style of basketball than the ticky-tacky style.
Than the ticky-tacky shit, yeah. I think it just looked better for the league.
But at the same time, too, you got to think about it. 82 games. Do you want to be just beating the shit out of each other for 82 games? Like, I understand. Until All-Star break, like, make sure that, you know, dudes aren't getting beat up and hurt, and you know what I'm saying. After that, though, like,
I just feel like it's just such a gray area, dog. It's just such a gray area.
Hey, right here. Right here. Crash the board.
We wrap this amazing show that we just had with you, Chet. We always like to ask the new young talent like yourself, who got so many, more games to play in this NBA. And some people don't get an opportunity to ask this man some questions, because he is a vet, and he'll probably be retired while you still playing. So with that said, I'm just saying, is there anything that you would like to?
I'll tell you right now.
Is there anything you want to ask this man? Anything about basketball, life, whatever, business, whatever you want to ask? It's all on you.
Bro, I'm trying to change this shot. Oh my god, I need to work on that with heroes then. Fuck no.
Business question.
Let me try and fuck up your chemistry.
Let me score real quick.
Who's shooting the game on a shot? You or Joe?
What the fuck is still early?
That's a Nick Nurse.
Man.
I'm gonna plug that to Nick Nurse.
Okay, that's a PR answer.
That's hilarious.
Whoever Nick Nurse draw it up for, we're gonna get the best shot.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to fuck up the chemistry. If it's not you, are you gonna be salty?
Nah. I've dealt with that. You know what I mean? I've been on teams with other superstars, and we live and die with whoever takes it.
That's facts, though. That's facts. Like, we'll have a game-winning bucket. We had a game-winning bucket last year. Coach drew up a play for Wiggs. And we got a game-winning bucket.
Yeah.
But that's why Coach is tough.
But that's different because that's establishing confidence. So now he has confidence. Like, damn, Shea didn't get it, Chet didn't get it. He gave me confidence to go get a bucket. Like that's great coaching. That's great coaching.
We had like 6 different people shoot game winner last year.
Yeah.
Advantage. chick, bro.
Why?
I don't like that question. I want him to really ask you a question. Yeah, man. You gonna ask him about who taking the last shot. Shit, that's something I ask.
That's love. But that's a wrap.
Let me ask this.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
Come on, man. It's a learning experience.
I remember you saying something about early in your career how there was a reason you were wide open.
Yeah.
Damn, that was it.
What did you do?
Hey, it's a bucket.
There's a reason you're not open.
Oh, I thought you'd have passed it to. I thought he was in bound either way, but I thought I was gonna get the ball. That was so nice.
It was just reps.
It was just reps. I was shooting heavy balls just to work on because I didn't have the range, and then I needed to learn how to shoot off movement. I needed to learn how to just get the range down. So I would shoot heavy balls just to work on the range, and then I would shoot off movement. And that was honestly one of the worst feelings. It's like when you're on the floor and people don't guard you, like it's one of the. It fucks with your ego. It fucks with you. It fucks with you because now you pressed even more. Like it's one thing to like be open and miss.
It's one thing to like,
and then it's one thing to just like motherfuckers just like, man, shoot it. Like,
that's
he with us. Like he with us. That's the worst.
Out already.
That's the worst line to hear on the court. He with us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so now, like, you know what I mean? The teammates they fucking with you. Like, damn, bro. Like, why
you're with them?
You with them? Like, why you
facts? And then they start kind of hesitating on.
Yeah,
like, is this even a good shot for you?
Exactly.
So, no, because I definitely hit that point at some point in the season. Like, I started 90, and then my legs just gave out, and it was like I was shooting laser beams at the front of the rim. I couldn't get that shit over, so I'm kind of at that point where I got to figure out how to.
It's just reps.
For 82.
I would definitely. I don't know if you tried this or threw this in your game yet, but shooting with a heavy ball. It helps, bro. It helps. 3-pound heavy ball.
Like shooting threes with it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Start in close though. Start in close though. Start in close though.
Build the shoulders up for that though. Damn.
Start in close though, because then what you'll realize is that it's more legs than arms. Right? So that's kind of like the person. Shout out Mike Penberthy. That's who taught me this lesson of shooting with that heavy ball. We would start in close first. We don't go straight to the 3-point line. We do right outside the block, then take a step back, then step back further and further and further until we get to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And what you'll realize is like, damn, like it's more legs than anything. Like, and then he's like, it's the same shot. Shoot it the same way. Like, don't get up here, hold it. If you try to hold that motherfucker, then it's heavy.
Yeah.
But if you let the legs,
one motion,
one motion, it's easy. So I started doing that. Started realizing this shit is. I'm flinging this shit up there now.
Yeah.
And so that went a long ways as far as like being able to shoot, be more efficient behind the ball.
I got you. And then I got another one.
I like this. I love it. But come on, kid. There you go.
It's just like,
come on.
I got an ISO. I don't know what's going on.
See,
I got an ISO.
You got a lot of moves, right?
Yeah.
When you're working out in the summer and shit, are you
working on
specific moves or like movement patterns, and then just letting kind of creativity take over with that?
Yeah, I'm working on. I know exactly what you mean. I'm working on. I'm not one of those dudes that like. I know some dudes like to rep one move 100 times. Like that's not me. I'm not the heavy rep. I like creativity and because I don't know how somebody's going. My game is herky jerky, fluid. I don't know how they're gonna respond if I hard right. I don't know what he's gonna do. Right. So I like to read on the go. If I hard right, all right, now what you doing? Now I got another move for you. Yeah. All right, now you doing? Now I got another move for you. So I like to just be creative on the court.
Yeah.
So that's really my whole process when I'm training. And shout out Dash, who I've been working with. He's helped me a ton with that. Just throwing different moves at him, how to get you to go from A to B to C, like just quick turns. So that's just kind of how I feel like I work out different. I've seen guys, Kawhi is big on one move 20 times and then do a counter 20 times. Yeah. And it works for him. like he gets to his spots and you can't do shit about it. I try to work out with him, and it's like it don't hit the same. Yeah. And so what works for him, he's great. He's a GOAT at what he does. That shit, I got to do it a little differently.
That's the thing about hoops. There's no blueprint.
There's no blueprint.
No blueprint.
Right.
Yeah, there's no right way. There's no wrong way. And there's a wrong way.
Not doing shit at all.
Yeah, that's the wrong way. But there is no like one right way. It's just whatever works for you. So yeah, I agree with that.
There you have it.
Yes,
That's love, gang. We appreciate you on the pod. Appreciate you being part of the family. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Yes, sir.
We did that. Shout out to Chet for hanging out with us in Las Vegas. And before we get to our chat with Karl Anthony Towns, a longtime friend of the show, let's do a few shout outs. NBA Summer League Las Vegas was awesome. We had a great dinner, a little after party thrown by Wave Sports and Entertainment. 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. We had a dinner. We had a party. Jackie had, if I might say,
hell of a toast.
Thank you, sir.
Heck of a long toast.
Well,
It was great, though.
We got a lot of people behind us that do a great job. To make us look good. They deserve that. And you know, once again, I didn't say Pierce at the time, but shout out to my man Pierce. And I send my condolences out to his family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, man, we that was a great time in Vegas. You know, even with the heat, we made it look like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
Year two
on the Rats, man. Yeah,
shout out to the Wave Sports staff, man.
Wave Sports staff, shout out, that's family. Shout out to our other family in 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Shout out Mello and Miro.
Yep.
It was dope vibing with those guys down there as well. The party was unbelievable. It was great to blend both our group and their group. We had an unbelievable time
What was
there.
the best part of Summer League for you?
Best part?
I have my DV.
I think it's just, I think as we continue to grow out and build our podcast, man, it's
Fuck.
Summer League now.
No. It wasn't even that. It's the spin. I did the wrong spin.
Meet new talent. I agree. Next up and coming players. So I look forward to that.
Oh, another spin. Okay, yeah, it's a spin.
But now we're part of
Damn, script. That's
The
still.
podcast is obviously so fun, but what I've really enjoyed, there's been a lot of personal work stuff, opportunities that have come from the podcast. I've mentioned it to Pete, just how thankful I am, because a lot of other good things came. But us going to see Wayne, man, even though I was tired, we got to, I would have never gone to Las Vegas and been 5 feet from Lil Wayne and watching them. Some of those songs just brought back.
I forgot about
some
that,
memories.
Shout out to Wayne, man. Wayne, you ain't know we was there. We was right at you on the stage, man, but we was rocking out literally every song. We knew we knew all the words. Yeah. We was rocking out over there.
Wayne got so many songs, he only can give you 20 seconds of each one. It's like you get into it, switch to another thing.
But not guard only can make it. That's crazy.
That was fun.
Oh yeah, but why was at the party?
A lot of familiar faces at that little
Very
party.
Yeah, we saw it. We linked up with Y. Shout out to Y there. He was, doing his thing, enjoying the show as well. So that was dope to connect with him.
And old boy was there.
Who?
The college boy, the big tall boy that looked like
Burns.
Yeah, he was there.
Burns was right behind us.
What's his name?
Des Bryant.
was
Miles Turner
there.
was in the building as well.
And that place was packed.
It was packed.
Dude,
That's
I don't know about, do you get uncomfortable with that many people? That's a lot of people.
I really ain't been out in a long time.
That's why it was uncomfortable. It was like,
it was cool. It was a cool experience because I haven't been to the club.
He was in a cool little area though.
Yeah,
so
we would have done that back in the day. Wifey took his shirt off again. We had, the wife beater was out. We was feeling good.
Yeah, it's good times, man. Look forward to the next one. We also want to shout out another family member of the show, Gordon Hayward, on his retirement. I want to, give you a round of applause, man. Hell of a run, hell of a career. I told him when he was here, Gordon was like a measuring stick for me to kind of see where I was at in the league because I viewed him as my counterpart. I viewed him as somebody that was on my level and someone
At the reach, nigga. What are you talking about?
He was out in the West while I was out in the East.
Probably flicked that in a
I was a
lot.
big fan of his game, what he brought
Probably
to the
flicked
league,
it.
how he approached the game. So, man, from one brother to another, man, I wish you, the best time away from the game.
I tried to pass it.
Family, bro. Enjoy that. Enjoy your time.
I literally tried to pass it. I didn't do a move.
Like
it was sending them off. Nah, man, it's dope. I think it's dope, man. You get to that point where you're retired and retire on your terms.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope feeling. So, shout out to GA.
But GA's gone now, P. What I'm gonna say this officially makes you the last man standing of your draft class.
Yeah.
And I mean, damn, your old ass just got you a nice big contract and everything. I just need to know have you reflected on your journey knowing all this right now?
Yeah, no, man, I'm definitely looking forward to the journey. I'm looking forward to the journey. Some people drafted to Philly and couldn't quite accomplish much.
This game loves me. I was trying to take the ball in. I can shoot those too. I was just expecting to take the ball in. I'm not gonna lie.
Try something new, be a part of something new, and just dive all the way in and give as much as I can to the city. And I'm chasing a big goal here.
Is being the last man standing on your draft, is that like some more motivation for you, like for kids to see, like, oh, he's still going. He's the last one that's there, but he's still going, still active, still can play offense and defense. Like, that a new motivation for you a little bit?
No, it is, man. Especially at my age again.
Okay, fuck the bullshit. Okay.
Still trying to be productive on the court. Still try to give everything I have. I think it's just I've dealt with so much through injuries that it's still crazy that it amazes me that my body is still allowing me to do things and still
just one to it at this point.
Play at a high level.
One to it. I pass to you. You pump fake or something, but pass back.
The guys that was drafted in my class and how good they were.
Basically, one to it. I pass to you. You pass back. Pump fake or something, but pass back. Or vice versa.
In where the game is going, man, it's credit to the work that I've been putting in and God just favoring me, amongst everybody in my draft class. So,
Damn.
and I can't be.
You knew that, but it worked out. You just forgot.
Now let's get back to the original friend of the show and the first guest we ever had on Podcast P. Karl Anthony Towns at NBA Summer League. We talked about the Timberwolves playoff run, Anthony Edwards, trash talking KD, and a lot more. You guys enjoy.
We're shooting this here at the Las Vegas Apparel, recording a special episode for Summer League, and it's only right to do it with my brother, my dog,
there we go.
Social Justice Champion Award winner from the NBA, Karl Anthony Towns, baby. Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Damn.
Welcome back. Appreciate you.
We gotta give the podcast here.
Yeah,
he do.
He family. You really family, man.
Slightly early.
But you know what?
Crazy.
Whenever we go, any of us,
that
you the replacement when we go, and it's the sub.
Oh, that's fine.
You the sub.
That's fine.
You the sub, man.
I like that. I like that. Make it happen.
Because I think you deserve it.
But he gonna do it. He gonna be like, hey, one of y'all want to take a night off? I am the type. Want to take a night off?
Guess what we gonna say?
I am the type.
We can't take no nights off. Only when we have to take nights off.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I'd let you.
Low management.
That's number one candidate, man.
I would take a day.
Low management.
No, for sure.
I need a break.
For sure. For sure.
Load is high tonight, Cat. We need you on the episode.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it.
So let's kick this thing off, right? After having some time to kind of decompress from the season, do you feel like this year was a disappointment, considering how far y'all went in the WCF, played against ultimately the team that went to the finals in the Dallas Mavericks? From your perspective, what is the corner that y'all got to turn to get y'all to the finals?
I don't think it was a disappointment in any sort of fashion. I think that, we said early on in the year that we wanted to do something special, big lineup. Everyone's like, it would work. And I was like, watch it work. Everyone laughed and shit. And now, we was in the Western Conference Finals and everyone acting like that shit didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously did something right. I think that for us, to get to that next step, I just, I think it was the experience. I think, sometimes people, make it happen. You win. Even the Boston Celtics, who won it this year, they had to go through a time where they lost in the finals. They were losing in the playoffs, and everything came together. So I think it was kind of like, in a way, for us to, you gotta pay for it. We had to come up with the money, and we had to pay for it with the emotional. How you say it? Like the emotion you have to pay for it. You gotta have failure to succeed. So I think we had to pay it forward. We had to pay for our right to win a championship. I think that's what we did this year, honestly.
I love that you said it wasn't a disappointment standpoint, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys did succeed on some levels and have turned the corner on a lot of levels, right? Y'all ultimately sweeping Phoenix in the first round, first playoff win in the last 20 years, your first playoff series win of your career being in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
How did that feel to finally get over the hump?
You know, I was telling Coach Finch early on, I said, if we could get past this first round, get the monkey off our back, you know, that's been the one thing that's held us back recently is that we finally got to the playoffs. Everyone was excited, but we lost in the first round. We lost in the first round again, and, you know, rightfully so, the fans want more. They want more winning. They want more success. So finding a way to do that, you know, and I think that this year I told them if we could get that through that first round, I think that we have a shot at winning a championship. Because I just felt all the pressure would be off. You know, everyone keeps talking about us in the first round. We're playing a team that in game 82 just waxed us. They didn't give us a chance to win. So your first game is like, in essence, going back to back with them for game one now with different things on the line. And for us to come out that way in the first round, find a way to sweep them, I think it's a testament to all of us who said, you know, that game 82 wasn't going to define us and who we were as a team against this team, especially one of the best teams in the NBA, definitely one of the most talented. So I thought that first round was big for us to get past that. And then, you know, we stepped into Denver, but we actually stepped into Denver with a lot of confidence. Finally felt like we had pressure off of us that we finally made it past the first round. How far and deep can we get into the playoffs? And I think we showed the grit and the merit this team has earned from all the trials and tribulations going against Denver, finding ourselves game 7, finding a way to win down 21. So we did something special. I wouldn't say anything about this season was a disappointment. I think a disappointment, Giannis said it years ago. I know how that
you said you getting off so you can download some shit, right?
There's no disappointment. We came in there, we played to the best of our abilities. I think the fans recognize that. I think everyone got the chance to recognize that
where you at?
This ain't the Minnesota Timberwolves that they've known.
Oh, yeah, in a different lobby.
You know, that we're a true contender, someone that really compete at the highest level every single night, and it's gonna be tough to beat us in a 7-game series. So I think that we showed a lot, did a lot, achieved a lot, and now next year we get to.
Can't wait for Dragon Ball Z tomorrow.
I want you to take me back to the game 1 still with the Suns. About a moment that happened, but you wasn't involved.
Legendary.
When it happened, when that
Finally, I wasn't involved, right?
You know, finally, right? Because you know you gonna come later.
I mean, it don't come out tomorrow. It come out tomorrow if you got the pre-orders, right? Like if you got the deluxe and the good one. If you got the regular one, then nah. But other than that should come out on the 10th or the 11th.
But when your boy
The 10th.
Anthony Edwards, of course, was trash talking KD, and he made that 3 of them. He was talking about these. What did he say?
Great competition.
You know what I'm saying?
Great competition.
I want to know, how was your reaction when that happened?
You know what's crazy? I didn't even recognize it.
How you didn't recognize that?
We in the game. I'm locked in. I'm locked into winning. Like I know, like for a lot of things, I be just so locked into the game. I'm not realizing those little things that people are doing because I'm just focusing on defense, or maybe we got to get here. I got to run back this way, or whatever the case may be. When I saw it after and I was seeing, I was like, that's just Ant though. Ultra competitive, fiery, passionate, you know, loves the game of basketball. So I think what's great is that the fans and everyone recognized that this was no disrespect towards him at all. This was just Ant having so much emotion for playing the game, so passionate about playing someone like KD and just being able to express it at a moment where he gets to play him with all the stakes on the line and NBA playoffs. I think that was a special moment for him. I'm happy he had that moment. I'm glad that we all got to share that moment that resulted in a win. You know, it would be really tough to have that happen and lose, and then I already know how the internet reacts to that shit. So
to be clear though, all season long he was calling.
Yeah,
he was calling us old ass all season long.
I don't think people at our age like to be called old.
Not at all.
Yeah,
at all. Hey, what you say, young fella? Hey, hold on, come here. I gotta teach you something. Come here. Yeah, so that moment was funny that it went viral because, you know, the backside to that, when we play, every time we play y'all, he telling me, you old as shit. He telling Kawhi, you old as shit. He telling James, you old as shit. I'm like, listen, you gonna get old one day. Like, I ain't gonna discredit. Hey, he is the young, like, he the young blood. Yeah, like, but be careful what you say. Like, your days are coming too. You gonna be that old dude too.
I can't even see this shit.
You can play at a high level.
I remember when Finch got hurt, Ant said, if this is what get old look like, I don't want to get old. He was like, Ant, you got his knee right.
These niggas are crazy.
I don't want to be like that.
It is a bad sight when you look at the coaches and stuff and how they be hobbling. You be like,
damn.
I mean, I wish our coach.
Like, it's not a good sight to look forward to. Like, even T. Lou, sometimes he'll get up.
It's old, right?
Damn.
Yeah, it's like, that ain't something to look forward to.
Old when you start.
I know that's what I just said. That one.
Right.
You got
But
followed.
like, you notice when people, when they gotta like lean to get up,
They get out a little momentum.
a little momentum. You be like, damn. You do that?
No, I thought you attacked. Huh?
Yeah, we said old, and you was getting a little antsy.
I went to a fucking post fade.
Damn.
That wasn't a look.
Come on.
He get grayer.
We have Vegas, bro. The lights are pushing 15 outside.
You said I'm getting grayer?
It's good that he rocks it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people would put a little something in there.
Old is great, man.
That's what I like to hear.
It's a different light, though. It's a different light. When we're back in LA, it's a little more dimmer. So you can't really, the whites don't really pop out the way they popping out right now. Right now, they. Go ahead, man.
Ken, I just want to know, all the teams that were shit talking y'all doing all that, the series and all that stuff, I want to know, did that like motivate y'all because everybody was saying that y'all wasn't ready for the moment? You understand what I'm saying?
For sure. I can't even think of the question. I had a question for you. Like,
what's your question for me?
Something about
you know about my gray shit.
Nah, it's more about like touch of gray. Like, you thinking about like that type of shit?
I would never cover up my grays. I don't care what it is unless they tell me.
Okay.
Oh, if I'm shoe somebody say Jackie cover that up, I'll do it. I don't believe in Beijing. I don't believe in none of that. If you gotta use Beijing at an age, time to let it go. Let it go. Just go. If you can't do it, it's time to let it go. I'm just I'm ready still to grow my hair, so I'm good, man. I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I like my gray hairs, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
My question was during this you made me mess up.
A lot of people were doubting you guys and didn't think you guys were ready from the sports analytics, and people were just, they didn't think you guys were ready. And you guys went out there, and obviously I think you proved everyone wrong. But did that play a factor into you guys preparing?
Nah, for sure. We was motivated. Jackie heard about that. We was motivated. We was definitely motivated.
How
we heard the talk. We heard, all the static outside about how we supposed to look on television, and we just didn't listen. We understood who we were since before anyone believed in us. And before even we went to Abu Dhabi, we knew what the team was. We knew what we could accomplish, and we just had to lock in. And I think we did a great job. I knew we were special when we went to Abu Dhabi, and the way we looked so early on in the season. We looked locked in. We looked motivated. Everyone had their own reason for being so motivated, and I think that's what made us so special last year.
Yeah, I'm about to get off after this. I ain't
whether
about
it's
to
for money,
eat.
whether it's for respect, whether it's for placement in the league, I think everyone did exactly what they wanted to do and accomplish this year. I know we came up short as a team, and obviously we all hurt by that. We were just talking about that in the summer league game, but to know that we feel that could be our floor, I think that's something special. To be in that situation, to finally see ourselves, not only believe ourselves are champions or a championship contending team, but like we truly see it happen. So I think that's what's really cool about the situation we're in, where we at in Timberwolves history. And I understand, media and everyone, they go a lot by statistics. We know how much we came into the league. There was no such thing as that like statistic thing. It was like, can he ball? Can he not? All right, cool. Now it's like, so much like that, and I know they go by history so much, and our history obviously ain't great. Obviously, if KG's not there, it's not looking too well. So, we just we made our own history. It was time for us to make our own history and finally put a nice chapter in there for the fans and for the city, and now we get to continue to write that story.
Watching y'all during this past playoff run, it looked like that y'all was gaining momentum, right? Y'all look like the best team out there. Y'all sweep through Phoenix.
Yeah.
Round 2, go to Denver.
Yeah.
Put on a masterpiece in Denver.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, they serious. Like, at
I
that
told
point,
you we
y'all
were serious.
No. And for context, I was texting you like, yo, this y'all's. Like, stay locked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So y'all go there, pick up game 1 in Denver.
Okay,
Denver
yeah, fuck it.
showed championship resilience. They come back into that series. Force a game 7. Y'all down 21, as you alluded to earlier. Firsthand, let us know, like, what was going on within the huddle, as it feels like it's bleeding away. Y'all ultimately come back, but what was that process of y'all just getting it together, figuring it out, and overcoming that 21-point deficit?
You know, it's crazy for me personally, and I know
They just came in for Dragon Ball. Fuck this shit.
I didn't even realize we was down by that much.
Hey.
I felt like we were so into the game.
Can't
It was
jump.
just little
90
things,
vert.
we
Shit
get
is
some
crazy.
shots, we get some stops. I didn't really feel like that was the situation. So after the game, being told that kind of differential is like crazy because I wouldn't recognize that. I should have recognized that, but when you played in the playoffs, as you know, it's like you so locked into winning. It don't even matter what the differential is. You just know if we continue to do the right things every single possession. So
I got you.
One thing we've proven to the league is that we can play defense. So as long as we got that ability to play defense and lock
catch y'all.
We know we can score
tomorrow.
So we play
Sparkling Zero.
We know we can get back at any time.
Training guard.
So that's our calling card.
Yeah, Sparkling Zero, aka Rich and Bastard.
You know, we got defense, so we just keep scoring here and there, but you don't score.
But
we're coming back.
Catch
y'all
tomorrow, man.
We just kept playing the game.